Instead you're playing cursed.
Ah, crap. I forgot to update this part. Give me just a moment and I'll do my normal yelling at the screen that I do. It's day 305.
305.
And it's music talk. That's what it is. Oh, my eyes. They're not what they once were, you know?
Tell me about it.
I used to have perfect vision.
Oh,
What is this?
I remember you had perfect vision when I had fucked up vision.
Ah, it was messed up.
Yeah.
Well, hello. And welcome to another stream by me, the Twitcher. We are joined by Jared, and we're joined by Brightblind, and as you can hear, we're joined by someone else that's Tala. She's hanging out eating carrots. Tala loves carrots. All dogs should eat carrots. It's good for them. Fact check me. It's up to you. It's not up to me. And we're doing music talk. I believe this is episode 9, because I think last week was episode 8. Brightblind was not here for episode 8, but he's back for episode 9. Tala is still here in spirit. She's eating carrots, having a good time. She loves carrots. She gets excited when she thinks about carrots, when I tell her about carrots. It's all carrots all the time. We are going to be talking about the stuff that we didn't talk about last time, and the biggest thing with that is talking about Iggy fucking Pop. Iggy Pop. We're going to talk about his discography, what we liked, what we didn't like, high points, low points. We're going to talk about what we agree on, disagree on. It's going to be fun. We're also going to try to talk about our 5 albums for this March. And then later on in the month, we'll talk about our 5 albums for every March for the rest of the time that we live. And then outside of that, there's probably plenty of other stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the 2 albums of the week. We're going to talk about the Cranberries. What's the name of them?
No need to argue.
No Need to Argue by the Cranberries. Missile Insane, thank you for stopping by. We are also going to be talking about the other album of the week last week. The White Album by the Beatles, the self-titled album by the Beatles, whatever the hell you want to call it, the Beatles by the Beatles. But first off, let's do what we always start with. What have you been listening to? What have you been listening to lately, huh?
Well, lately I've been still on my ABBA craze. When I go on an ABBA craze, I go like ABBA hard. I'm just like, I keep constantly listening to ABBA. And,
you're gonna watch me eat food. This whole stream. I'm very hungry. Keep talking.
But
wait, before you switch to ABBA, are you switching out of ABBA right now?
I mean, I have to.
Okay, so I want to bring up something here in the beginning. We're going to continue. ABBA. When did you realize you liked ABBA? Because you used to tell me how much you hate ABBA and how ABBA sucks. So, there was a switch. There was an ABBA Jared switch off at some point, and I'm curious about it.
So I got older. So here's my thing with ABBA. It's like sympathy. ABBA's like always like I've always like known ABBA, and like when I was like a really little kid, like I kind of liked ABBA, and I was I felt like guilty, like, oh, I shouldn't like this. I like rock and roll, you know. My little kid brain was like a rock and roll purist, like.
There's the mic.
So then I was all like, yeah, I don't like ABBA, and then so then I just grew up being like, no, ABBA's not good and everything, and I like lumped them in with some other really bad bands.
You wish we're talking.
With some other really bad bands I feel bad about now because I love ABBA, and then I remember there's like a point in my life where I'm like, well, I just want to hear a couple of ABBA songs. I remember like one time I went into private browsing to hear them, so I was all embarrassed about it, and I was just like, yeah, I like these songs, and then Ghost covered "I Am a Marionette," and I heard that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, fuck, that's an ABBA song. Cause I didn't know it because it wasn't on ABBA Gold or more ABBA Gold, and so then I heard ABBA, so I'm like, oh shit, that's a good version too, and then I watched a fucking so then I just kind of like kept it in the back of my head. And then I watched like a music talk or a fucking music talk, What's in My Bag. And
Amoeba.
Yeah, and they had an interview.
This is very poorly cut. Keep talking. Don't let me interrupt you.
An interview of like one of my favorite musicians.
Who was it?
It was Mirker.
Mirker?
Yeah, and
that's a good one.
Yeah, and she's all talking about ABBA and King Diamond. ABBA and King Diamond are like her big picks, and
really, King Diamond?
Yeah, and and I listened. Or then I was like, well, yeah, I like King Diamond because that's when I had the album Conspiracy that I got rid of.
Well, album Conspiracy. What? Just quickly explain that.
Anyway, long story
quickly explain it.
Oh no, I had the album Conspiracy.
Oh, you had the album. Okay,
and,
I misunderstood. I thought you meant that you had a conspiracy about one of their albums. I don't know the band very well. Okay.
But yeah, and then I sold it, and then yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Anyway, the point of that, so then I like wait a minute, and I was like, well, I'm like, I always like ABBA, like Mirka likes ABBA. I'm like, well then I shouldn't be embarrassed to like ABBA, and I'm just like, all right, I'll listen to ABBA again. And I liked it. I'm like, yeah, and like actually now listening, it like really brings me back because actually my mom used to play ABBA all the time, and like I was like, as I was like really young, and I was like super like I didn't like. I liked it, but in my mind I was like, no, I hate this. I like rock and roll.
I feel like we all do that. Where we're like, well, no, this isn't cool enough. This isn't what I like. This isn't what I told myself I like, so I'm not allowed to like it.
Yeah.
This video game isn't the kind of video game I normally play. I'm not allowed to play it. I only play first-person shooters, and I only watch thrillers, but I don't watch funny thrillers. Yeah, we get stuck. We get stuck.
Yeah.
What is your favorite ABBA song?
Oh, that's really tough. That's really tough.
Just tell us.
I have to say, if you ask me right now, I'd have to say probably Summer Night City.
That's a good song.
Yeah, I love that song so much. Although,
what's the best part of that song?
I mean, literally the fucking, I love everything. I would probably go with the verse of the fucking,
joining the pizza eating,
especially like with Agatha and Frida.
Frida Kahlo?
No, Frida. She just goes by Frida, and she's the brown-haired girl on ABBA.
Cool.
But yeah, I love.
But what else have you been listening to? That's just ABBA.
I've also been listening to Chris Whitley a lot.
Who's that?
Chris Whitley is he's like a folky, bluesy.
Sounds like a country
musician. Yeah, he has some music. His music kind of country influence, especially like his first album. But I've really been like on his second album a lot. Which like Den of Ecstasy, and it is it's like his alternative rock album. I've really been like I don't know. I really like that album a lot. A lot of people don't like it. I've come to find out because it's like so different because there's other stuff like more like folky, like bluesy, like singer-songwriter kind of stuff, and this. It's kind of like, it actually kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, kind of like Pearl Jam or something like that, but it's like Chris Whitley doing it, so I like, it's really interesting.
Bro, how did your voice get quiet? Like you're like Starlight up here.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
And then you'll slowly you'll just start talking like a little quieter. And
well, I get really comfortable when I'm like talking about
like the album. Like, yeah. So like, you remember like when I would watch that part and you're like part. We beating DK this weekend?
Probably not. Probably not. I have to have a yard sale next weekend.
Dude, we need to have a yard sale soon too.
Yeah.
It's yard sale season, baby.
It is yard sale season.
It's early yard sale season. That's fine. You got to do it early. You're never gonna do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Never gonna do it. What else have you been listening to?
I've also been listening to Kurt Vile a lot. I got the album "Smoke Ring for My Halo." I like.
Would you let Kurt Vile friend you?
I mean, I don't.
Kind of looks like Picard. It kind of looks like just Picard with like less ethnicity. Doesn't he? Isn't that like weirdly accurate? Right? You know what Kurt Vile looks like, right?
He's kind of, yeah.
Just Picard with less ethnicity.
But
it's Picard if he was 100% European. That's what it is.
Maybe.
Picard's someone we know. We're not talking about Jean-Luc Picard, just so you know. We are, but it's someone else. He's got long hair. Looks like a Native American Kurt Vile. What else? Is that it? If that's it, that's fine.
I still love it. I also with some Rancid too. Bought another one of their CDs too,
and then the albums of the week.
And then the albums of the week, of course.
Okay, albums of the week. Out of the two, which one did you like more? And don't go into detail. Just which one did you like more? Well, tell us why.
Sorry, it has to be the White Album.
You ain't selling all day though.
What?
You ain't selling all day though. So you can beat DK. That's what he's saying.
I mean, yeah, but I have to find stuff to sell. That's the problem. There's so much junk, Will.
Wait, you don't prepare beforehand?
No, we're going to prepare this week. It's a sudden thing. And,
it's a sudden thing?
Yeah.
Is it your dad's place?
And it's way overdue. Yeah. Yeah.
You're tired.
But, yeah.
Crazy. You're crazy.
So yeah, it's definitely the White Album.
Move your feet over for a second. Sit. Oh, yeah. She loves it. All about it. Okay. So, I haven't been able to listen to as much music as I normally would listen to, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I've also been more of like a movie kick. I watched like multiple movies over the past week, which has taken away from my ability to listen to music. I don't count the soundtracks as me listening to music.
Yeah.
I kind of want to sometimes, but I definitely wouldn't.
Some soundtracks I would kind of want to, but yeah, still.
So I mean, some soundtracks are incredible.
Yeah.
Like most aren't like that incredible.
Yeah, some are just most of them are just like bland. They're just like fit with the movie. But
yeah, it'll just be like it'll just be like a sound to introduce like a scene essentially, and there'll be like something quiet in the background to set the mood, but it won't be like much. It'll be like a few instruments.
Yeah.
What else? I always go back to this playlist that I have that has like 100 different artists in it, and it feels rap heavy, but I don't even know if it's a majority rap or if I just weirdly enough get rap often in the algorithm. And what else have I listened to? I listen to jazz all week, every week. I've listened to Ghetto Gods a few more times. I've been listening to MF Doom on stream, just listening to MF Doom and some J Dilla beats. And then outside of that, not much. A little bit of Watsky, a little bit of Clipping, a little bit of Chance the Rapper, and then Ghetto Gods. And I think I listened to a few good things a couple more times, but not a ton of music. Which, saying it out loud, I imagine to other people that sounds like a ton of music.
Yeah.
To me, that's like, oh, that's a slow week. Like that's not very much.
Some people don't listen to music.
Most people.
It's crazy.
I'll tell people that I like music, and then they're like, oh, so you like rock? And I'm like, no, I like music. And they're like, oh, so like pop? Or like, no, I like the whole of music. And they're like, well, like what genres? I'm like, most of them.
Yeah.
Like the only genres that I don't like aren't that I don't like them. It's just that they're not something I would regularly listen to. Like I'm not going to regularly listen to opera.
Oh yeah.
But I can appreciate the hell out of some opera.
Oh yeah, I love some opera.
Oh, I don't regularly listen to yodeling, but it's weirdly like it's almost sexy in like the weirdest way.
Yeah.
You know?
It's really nice. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. I was talking to someone the other day. It was an older guy. I don't know how much. He's probably like 50. Yeah, he's probably about 50. And we were talking. I was like, "You like music?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like music." But like, he's like, "I like music a lot." And I went, "Oh, okay, cool. Like, what kind of genres?" He's like, and thought about it. He's like, "I think R&B is my favorite genre." And we talked about that for a bit. And I was like, "Well, what kind of R&B?" Because there's like old school R&B, rhythm and blues, where it's just like off spin of rock and roll. But then you have like the Marvin Gayes and the Bill Withers and the that kind of genre. And that's another form of R&B where it's almost like a poppy version of the first R&B with like a little spice of soul. And then you had like the raunchy, aggressive late 90s, early 2000s R&B. And now you kind of have this like drug or woke R&B that's going on a lot now. You know, like your Weeknd, your to an extent Anderson .Paak, your people like that. And he was like, "I like all of it," and I was like, "Okay, well that's kind of a sign." But like, you can like all of R&B, but I feel like it's a cheat to consider all of that one genre.
Yeah, like I like all of it pretty much in like some way or another. But like there's some you like more than others.
I feel like out of genres of music, I feel like R&B under the name rhythm and blues has had probably the biggest shift. Like, there's genres like country has had like a shift towards become poppier and poppier and poppier, and you have more stadium country, and at least popular country has shifted huge. And like same with rock and same like rap. I feel like it's shifted the least, but it's been around the least length of time really out of like primary genres. Whereas I feel, Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I feel like rhythm and blues has had the most development, not necessarily. It doesn't even feel like the same genre from beginning to end.
It's pretty underrated genre. It is.
I mean, that's not what I'm saying, but I like it. It is underrated. I love R&B.
Yeah.
It is weirdly underrated.
Yeah.
There's always like R&B artists that you just listen to, like especially the old. So like I really like 70s like R&B
like
a
who?
lot. You know like Marvin Gaye and like James Brown, and, like Stevie Wonder.
Get
and,
down.
Shit like that, but like.
Stevie Wonder R&B? I feel like he's more like piano rock.
No, Stevie Wonder. Like
He has some soul albums.
His best albums are R&B, I would say.
I don't agree with that. We got to do Stevie Wonder. I don't agree with that at all. Okay. I feel like his best ones are kind of they're almost soul more than they're anything. The ones that I like the most.
Yeah, they are soul too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're thinking of the same albums. I just disagree with the way you're describing it. What do you think? Do you think there's like another main genre that has had more of like a shift in like its main sound, so like its biggest sound besides R&B?
Not really, no. And yeah, I think what you said is actually 100% accurate.
Yeah, it's just weird because like you're like old R&B is just like smooth rock. It's just like rock with like a little ooh, and you're like, okay, I guess that's R&B. Okay.
Like the Supremes.
Oh yeah, the Supremes. Who doesn't like the Supremes?
Yeah, Supremes are.
It's Diana Ross, right? That's
Yeah.
Diana Ross. Yeah, you gotta love the Supremes. Okay, what have you been listening to lately? Since we haven't even gotten to that yet.
Ever since we finished Iggy Pop, I've just been on a hardcore new wave kick. So I've been listening to a lot of new wave, and I've been really vibing with the B-52s.
Oh,
Like,
I haven't listened to B-52s in a long time.
I've just like been hearing them nonstop for the past like 3 weeks. So
Really?
that's who like my main person I've been listening to lately.
B-52s, huh? Okay. Anyone else?
And Wall of Voodoo's pretty good. Like,
Wall of Voodoo. I don't know what that
they're
is.
very- they're
I'm on the Mexican radio.
they're one of those.
I don't know from that.
They're one of those underrated new wave bands that only have like 3 albums.
Oh, okay.
And I've been listening to some Green Day also, and of course Ali and AJ, but that's about it.
Oh, this guy always with Ali and AJ, just always hanging out with Ali and AJ. Who's hotter? Who's hotter?
AJ.
Oh, okay.
No,
All right.
I disagree, but I mean,
I think most people
are
agree.
fans.
Did you know they're actually siblings? They're actually sisters? I found this out not long ago. I didn't know that.
All of them.
I did not know. That's so nice of Allie to like help her sister out, you know?
Yeah.
I wish I could have done the same, you know? I have to add the Twitcher Jared and Bright Blind and Tala to this one real quick. Okay. We got an Allie. Yeah, it's the correct answer, Miss Lil Insane. Bancho, who's hotter, Allie or AJ? Tala, why are you barking?
Bark, 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 bark.
Barkity bark bark. Why are we doing it, huh? We got this. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're adding all sorts of stuff. Okay, so here's where we should start. Really getting into the meat of things. Really getting into the juicy bits. Iggy Pop. The Stooges. Overall, what did we think? What are your overall thoughts?
I loved it, actually, yeah. Wasn't expecting to love it that much. I mean, it's Iggy Pop, so I knew I'd love it, but I was expecting to, like, love it.
It made me so happy. What?
I at least liked every single album, even like the worst ones, like they were still enjoyable.
Get out of here.
The best ones are some of the fucking best albums ever.
Yeah, I really don't think that I disliked any album enough to say that I like hated it, didn't really like it. There are ones that are so much better, but like a lot of his worst stuff is it's still better than stuff that you hear on the radio.
Oh yeah.
Fucking today? What? This man had a lot of music. 20 hours? 18? It was 18 hours. 18 hours of music. 18 hours of music. And there's people who have one album out, and they're on the radio, and half of that album sucks. What? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at our little playlist that you use to get an idea.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You playing me some music?
No, we don't need to hear voice. Florence right now.
We don't need to hear Florence right now. You are correct. It's not something that is required, okay? Did any of you listen to Album of the Week? If you did, cool. If you didn't, let us know. Okay. As far as
That's the Stooges.
we go. Oh, I meant to go to the playlist. What do we think of the first Stooges album? I feel like it's the one that everyone knows the best.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's
really good, but it's probably my least favorite out of the original one.
Out of the originals.
Yeah.
When did they get back together?
2007.
Okay, yeah, it's the worst out of the originals.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's still
It's
really
crazy
good
that it's
album,
the worst out of the originals. Okay. We got to talk about favorite track, least favorite track off of it. What is it named? What is the playlist named?
It's just Iggy Pop.
Oh, it's just named Iggy Pop?
Yeah.
My favorite track.
One word? Or 2 words?
2 words. There it is. I think.
Oh, that was it. Dang it. There we go. Okay. What's your favorite track?
My favorite track. I mean, I have to say I Want to Be Your Dog just because I like that song for so long.
I remember loving that song. I did the wrong thing. No, don't play music. But I don't like that song nearly as much as I remember thinking I liked it. I think the one that I liked the most was No Fun.
We're doing ads right now.
Oh, we're doing ads right now. We'll wait it up. Wait it up. You can't get with this.
Taking another slice of pizza while I wait for the commercial.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's not a bad idea, that's for damn sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
it is a good idea.
You know what I thought was a good idea the other day? I thought it was a good idea to get donuts. And I regretted it so quick. But then I felt like I needed all the donuts. I love donuts. But what happened is I bought donuts for myself.
We're back.
And not a bunch of people. Sick. We are back, man. Get with it. With it. Okay. So my favorite song off of the first album, which is just a self-titled album, right? It's just the Stooges, by the Stooges? Okay. Mine's probably No Fun.
That's a good one.
Mine's probably We Will Fall.
Oh,
That's a good one, too.
We Will Fall. It's a very solid album. I don't think it has a bad track on it.
Also, honorable mention, A Little Doll.
Little Doll, I think, is also my second, which is funny. I Want to Be Your Dog might be my least favorite. Straight up?
I'm probably gonna have to go. My least favorite probably 1969.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you can say
but I still really like 1969 though.
I hate donuts. Why do you hate donuts? Donuts are pretty sick.
I love donuts.
I love donuts, just I don't eat them.
Would you eat a fish donut?
Oh man, that tastes pretty funky.
Imagine, have you ever had a donut that has it's a brioche dough? So brioche isn't really sweet. It's a little salty.
I have not.
Okay, so you would take a brioche dough donut. We're taking a weird segment on Music Talk real quick. You would do a salty cream cheese glaze, and then you would put chunks of salmon on it, like lox, like a bagel with lox. It'd probably be delicious.
That'd probably be good.
It'd probably be really good. But if you did a traditional donut, just threw salmon on it or tuna or whatever, it'd taste like garbage. It would taste so bad, unless it didn't, and then I'd feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I can never get burnt out on donuts.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you can get burnt out.
I can't.
Eat a dozen a day. Eat a dozen a day for
Oh, God.
I've done it. The second album by the Stooges, what's the name of it?
Fun House,
yeah.
Look, I fucking love this album. It's so good. Do you know how I would describe this?
Huh.
It's anger jazz. It's angry rock, psychedelic jazz. I don't know how it is. It's so angry. This album is one of the better representations in music to me, at least as a whole, of the spirit that is anger. I fucking love it. I love jazz. If you don't know, I like jazz a lot. I listen to a shit ton of jazz. I listen to jazz. I don't think in years I've gone a week without listening to jazz. In years. I think it's been 6, 7, 8 years. So it's been a long time. I listen to a lot of jazz. If you ever look at my Spotify Wrapped, I don't even know if you guys can ever access that. It's jazz. It's jazz and then hymn a little bit, which is weird. But it's jazz. So the fact that you have this aggressive, it's like a punky sound that's almost moving into a sound vibe. but it's done in this very like good avant-garde jazz way, and it feels like anger.
I think this album probably really inspired industrial music.
Oh, definitely did. Yeah, I could definitely hear that.
So good.
I like a lot of elements of like this like later shit like that, and then I'm like, where it fucking all came from. Like,
Okay, do you guys? That was me ranting about it for a second. Do you guys have a favorite song on this album? Mine's clear cut for me.
It's tough. I think I have to go with LA Blues.
Yeah,
Bro.
LA Blues.
LA Blues for both of you?
Yep.
Guess what? It's also fucking LA Blues for me. Why is that song so good?
Fucking
Yeah.
How is it? It's 4 minutes of perfection. And it, like, this is coming from someone who I listen to. The 3 biggest genres that I listen to all the time are rap, folk, and jazz. Those are the big 3. Those are the big 3 that just rule my world. And this weird rock and roll album, technically rock and roll, whoo! It grabbed me by the balls. And that song, that song reminds me of being a little kid. I moved a lot as a kid. We were poor, so we moved for some reason. And being in the back, laying in the back of our Ford Aerostar, I don't know what year, 90 something, laying in the back on this bench seat as it was laid down, and just driving all night, with like, you could see the stars out the window, and you're driving through the desert. That is what that song reminds me of.
Yeah.
More than anything. I have many memories of that thing happening. A little different each time, but that thing happening. Okay, least favorite song on the album.
Ooh,
this one's hard. I don't know if I have one. I don't know.
Oh man,
I don't know either.
this is really hard. Wow.
I think mine might be Funhouse. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think it just might be my least favorite.
Oh man. Honestly, it does.
Ooh.
I think it might be Funhouse.
Funhouse or TBI's? Or TVI. Yeah, it's TBI's.
I like TV. I love Funhouse.
Yeah, I can't go TV. I'll have to go Funhouse too. I'll triple that. I'll trip,
Man, we all have the same thing.
Even though-
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's fairly interesting. Also, I added a day counter. Maybe I'll put day in front of it for what day I'm on for streaming. So we're on day 305, just in case you were curious of streaming every single day since we started this damn channel. Twitcher, Jared, Brightblind. I saw someone new joined. That's who we are. Okay. What did we think of the next Stooges album? I'm just looking at the list. So
I loved Rock.
Yeah,
I
it's
loved
my
Rock
favorite,
Power.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that
It's
album.
very good.
Yeah, Rock Power. Yeah.
How?
That might be the
How
best
is
one.
it so good?
Fucking
I think it's the best Stooges album overall.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I can't agree with you. I think Funhouse. That's what it's called, right? Funhouse is better.
Funhouse is close.
Yeah.
Funhouse is really close.
It's also completely different than everything else in this discography.
Yeah.
It is completely different than like I didn't expect it.
Was
I've
that-
never heard it before.
Yeah, the thing about this discography is like, there's a lot of variety. Like a lot. Like he does like a lot of different things.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like it stays in this somewhat aggressive, rocky thing for almost all of it, but it like inside of that, it's still so different.
Even like when he does like his like softer songs, he still has like the like. You know, like
It's like a weird passion.
yeah.
It's an interesting passion. We're also talking about Iggy Pop. We listened to his entire discography. We're talking about Raw Power by the Stooges. Okay. Favorite song, least favorite song.
Favorite song is probably Penetration.
I was
I
looking
love
at
that song.
We'll go with
I don't know what mine is. I feel like it's Mine's Give Me Danger.
I was thinking that, but I'm also thinking Search and Destroy, and even Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
This is another one where it's hard because there isn't really a bad song on this album.
Yeah, shit. You might need somebody, shit.
I think it's gotta be Give Me Danger. I don't know, man. This is hard. So now I'm trying to think of my least favorite.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm already on it. And none of these are bad.
Nope, not at all.
Maybe Beats Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, and it's a great song.
I love that song still.
Or Shake Appeal? I don't know. I'm going Shake Appeal. I'm picking Shake Appeal for my least favorite. Did you pick a favorite?
I'll say my favorite is probably.
My least favorite is probably Pretty Face
I'm
Going to
just
Hell.
gonna say Search and Destroy.
Pretty Face Going to Hell is probably my least favorite, man.
Somebody's really close, and Gimme Danger's really close.
So Search and Destroy is your favorite?
Yeah.
Search and Destroy is his favorite.
Such a
Gimme
brilliant
Danger's my
show.
favorite, and his is
Penetration.
Penetration. It's hot. It's a hot song.
Yep.
You know what it's about.
Yeah.
It's like a quarter of his music's about fucking.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
1/4.
But
But
I really appreciate that.
I really okay. All right, buddy. All right. What's your least favorite, bro?
I'm gonna say Shake Appeal, but that's a really good song.
It is a good song. Yeah, I think that's my least favorite too. And what's your least favorite?
Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
That's my second least favorite, and it's not. None of them bad. They're
Yeah.
not bad. They're not bad
No,
songs.
there's no
They're
bad
not
songs.
bad songs. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Just the Fool.
No, and the solo Iggy. Are we just doing all the Stooges, or are we doing it?
Well, I was gonna move on to solo Iggy.
Oh, all right. You're on the playlist.
I'm just following the playlist. I'm just doing it by
I'll
timeline.
allow.
At the end, we can separate and then kind of go through favorite Stooges,
Yeah.
favorite Iggy, favorite altogether. It's hard.
Yeah.
I think I have mine, but it's a hard one. Okay.
All right.
Okay, you ready? The
Yeah.
Fool. It's the Fool, right?
The Idiot.
The Idiot.
Yeah, this
Excuse
is so
me.
hard. This is so hard.
Okay. How? Okay. There's this thing where I'm going to say it a few times during this. I honestly think I didn't expect this to happen. I honestly think that I liked listening to Iggy Pop more than I like listening to Bob Dylan, and I think it's because it's like I felt like I discovered something new. Even though I'd already heard Iggy Pop and I already knew about Iggy Pop, I felt like I discovered something new.
So they didn't heard all the albums.
I definitely hadn't heard all of his albums, and I hadn't heard all of Bowie either, but I'd heard my majority. On Iggy Pop, I'd heard like the first Stooges album, and I'd heard Lust for Life, but not in years. And then out of the other ones, I really don't know which ones I'd heard. I really don't. I probably just heard like songs from random things and not like a full album.
I've only heard maybe like 3 Iggy Pop albums of the entire discography.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I think that's a big reason
Yeah,
why
I
I
think
enjoyed
that's
listening to this
fine.
more than I enjoyed listening to David Bowie's discography. And also, this is the more bold thing I'm going to say. I think after this, I enjoy Iggy Pop more overall than David Bowie, which is a funny thing because I know David Bowie's a better musician, but I think I enjoy Iggy Pop more overall.
No, not me.
Yeah.
No.
So I said it's bold.
But I will say the thing about that is that Iggy didn't really have some of the weak points that Bowie had, even though they're like, even though I mean I guess both
Iggy's worst album is better than Bowie's worst album.
Yeah.
That's not even, you can't even debate it.
Yeah.
You can't even, you want to.
I mean, you could though because
You want to.
The best songs on the Bowie album are better than the best songs on the Iggy.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it a better album.
But that's the thing. Yeah, the overall, the album probably is better.
Yeah. Okay. Most favorite, least favorite.
Oh, the Idiot.
My
Fuck.
favorite's probably Dum Dum Boys. Least favorite on there.
Mine's Sister Midnight.
Oh yeah, Sister Midnight's so good.
I actually was thinking both those songs, but I'm also thinking Night Clubbing. And even Fun Time. Like this whole album.
It's a good album. It's a good album.
I'm gonna say I'm going Sister Midnight. I'll say too. But
It's good.
China
China Girl?
This China Girl now for years. I always thought Bowie's was better, but like this turn around, it just really hit me.
I like it a lot.
Iggy just has so much more like emotion in his voice, even though he doesn't have the Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar. Just having the like nothing at the end, it's like really reflective and nice.
It's weirdly good.
I still kind of like Bowie a little bit more, but Iggy's is still really good.
Yeah, no, they're both good.
I mean, yeah, they are both really. That's the one Bowie song of Iggy's, or the one Iggy song that Bowie covered and did a good job with.
I It's weird. It's kind of weird to me that the Bowie one's so much more popular.
It's cause no one cared about that album when it came out, and the record company
let's
didn't
see.
even want to promote it. Even and like, but Bowie had to release like they recorded it before Low, and the record companies all had them. Bowie had to release Low, and then Low did well, and then Bowie was able to convince the record company to release it.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, they could have done it sooner, but then it was like a whole thing.
Okay, least favorite.
I
I think I know what mine is.
Probably Tiny Girls.
Yeah, mine's Tiny Girls.
Yeah.
It's weird how much we're agreeing, because we don't talk about this beforehand. We intentionally will like talk about these albums as little as possible until we get here, so that we don't like miss anything.
I guess it's Tiny Girls, but I love
Yeah.
it a lot.
It's
I love
not a bad
The
album.
album's perfect.
No skips, as the
Yeah.
kids say.
Yeah.
That's what the kids say, right? No
Yeah.
skips.
No, it's good.
Okay. Lust for Life.
Oh, Lust for Life is hard.
Oh man.
It
But-
is hard.
But I've
Just
actually
the
thought
way
about
Iggy
this
would like
one
it.
a lot. And I think it's Tonight, so
Tonight's your favorite?
yeah.
Mine's probably Turn Blue.
That one's close, and there's actually that's really close.
I think.
Ads.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll wait it out. Man,
Done.
later albums I'm not gonna care as much if it happens during ads, but especially these early ones that are
Yeah.
fucking hot gold. They're just so good.
Yeah.
They're just so good. Like
They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be like fucking this brand. Like literally.
man, I realized how much I liked one of my employees the other day because I was doing a training and I was like, oh, I'm in the middle of listening to all of Iggy Pop's music. And I was like, and I just listened to all of David Bowie's music, and they're like, oh man, they really shaped that generation. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, the two of them and Lou Reed really kind of controlled that era and really kind of set the tone for music at that time. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whoa,
that's
you actually
pretty cool.
understand music.
Yeah.
You're not one of those people who's like, I love music. And
You
you're
know.
like, what do you like? And they're like, music.
Yeah.
Like, do you like any artists? Do you have like a favorite artist? Is there an artist you listen to regularly? And like, well, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
It's so common now. It's crazy.
It's way too common.
I feel like it's always been somewhat common, but it definitely does feel more common than ever before, which is unfortunate, I guess. Like, it's just
That
super unfortunate.
that's one good thing though. One of many good things. Well, one record stores like being popular again. You like see people in there and they'll
Oh yeah, it makes them
sometimes you
look
see
at other
people that
stuff.
like good music. Yeah.
Yeah, a record store is kind of interesting because you have to look through it and you'll at least see cool album covers and be like, I wonder what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like you don't really do that on Spotify. Like you do
Yeah.
see the album cover, but it's a tiny little square. You
Yeah,
don't really do
okay.
that on Apple Music. Like it's not the same. Holding a record that is a foot by a foot
Uh-huh.
compared to looking at an image that is like what even is that? A fifth of an inch by a fifth of an inch. Like that's so small. Like, I can still see the detail because phones are incredible and they're magic in our pockets, but it's a different thing. Okay. We were on Lust for Life,
Yep.
and you guys had said your favorite. Yours was
Turn
Tonight.
Blue.
Oh, yours was... No, his was Turn Blue, wasn't it?
No, mine was
No,
Turn Blue.
Tonight.
This is Tonight.
Oh, his was Tonight. His was Turn Blue. I think mine... This is hard. I think mine is The Passenger. The Passenger, but Lust for Life is also close for me, and Turn Blue is also close for me. But I think mine's The Passenger.
Yeah, for the longest time, The Passenger was my favorite.
My Trinity, my Holy Trinity is
Why stop saying that? You can say Trinity and not say Holy Trinity, bro.
it's that's true. There's nothing holy about these songs.
Yeah, no.
It's Tonight, Turn Blue, and Some Weird Sin.
Some Weird Sin is fucking good too. Okay, here's the harder part.
Neighborhood Threat's really cool.
Well, here's the harder part. What's your least favorite?
It's really hard.
I
For-
like them all.
So this is the album I've actually really known really well for years,
Yeah.
and it used to be it used to be Fall in Love with Me or Success.
I think Fall in Love.
I think it's Fall in Love with Me now, but because I love Success like a lot now.
I think it's Success for me now still.
I also between these. What is this? How are we weren't even near this close. By the way. Success is my least favorite. Lust for Life is one of the best albums like this ever made. It's also one of the best albums ever made.
Yeah.
Top 100 best albums ever made is a list that a bunch of places do, and I feel like it's something that we should do at some point, but it's going to be ludicrous. Like, it's, you know how hard that actually is to do?
Yeah, I know.
It's so dumb.
You have to remember everything and try and squeeze it all into
everything,
one thing.
and then like what we'd have to come up with a criteria to grade like thousands of albums on,
Yeah.
and then do it off of a grade basis. Because if we just did it like this, where we're just talking and opinions and da 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 da, but about every album, like what deserves the 99 spot, like we would never get anywhere. We would have to pick like top, like agreed upon like 5,000 albums,
Yeah.
and then sit down and grade together the albums, and then I would fucking, you know how long that would take?
It would really take time with fucking writing down 8-bit albums, then like rewriting them again, then rewriting them again, and rewriting them again.
We could probably do it on the computer, but like,
Oh yeah, I mean, fair enough.
oh man, that would suck. Okay. The Iggy Pop and James Williamson album.
Oh, Kill City.
This one,
This one's actually like my least favorite.
Yeah.
it's one of my least
It didn't
favorites
really,
as well.
it didn't really stick with me at all. Yeah.
But hear me out. It's between two of Iggy Pop's best albums.
Yeah.
So if you put any fucking albums
Yeah.
here, they're gonna seem worse. So I'd have to listen to it by itself, kind of away from Iggy Pop, to appreciate it more.
Yeah.
And that's also a weird thing about doing this, is we're listening to such high caliber artists that when so much of their stuff is good, we can be like, oh, this one's not that good, but it's still so much better than like it would be if we're comparing it to, like, again, the music that most people are sitting down listening to.
Yeah, radio music.
Yeah, Corey music. Core! Core's gonna come in. Okay. I don't. This one's harder to pick a favorite and least favorite.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite or least favorite?
Not really. It's kind of
Yeah.
harder. I didn't really remember this album at all.
Me neither. This album, actually, we should have listened to it before The Idiot, because this album was recorded in '74 with Iggy and the other Stooges guy, and then they just didn't release it until '77 because no one cared about it.
Well, that would have helped, because we might have liked it more.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, maybe not.
I mean, it still would have been between Raw
Yeah.
Power and The Idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remember which one I like the most. So this one I also don't remember super well, but I feel like my favorite is Night Theme. I keep looking through. I think my favorite's Night Theme, but I honestly, this one's harder because it's not as amazing as the other ones. So I think my brain was like, you'll pay more attention to the next one.
I think my favorite's I Got Nothing.
Mine's probably Constellation Prizes.
Okay. See, we're always different on the ones that we don't like. On the ones that we're also like, it's not as good. We're like completely different on what we like. But on the ones that are like really good, we're weirdly similar,
Yeah.
and it's interesting to me.
It just shows how good those albums are.
Why? It just kicked me out of. All right. Now, least favorite.
I guess
I want to go with Sell Your Love.
we'll go with Kill City.
Mine's Kill City.
No.
I didn't like Kill City.
Yeah, it was a very,
I don't remember liking it at all.
Yeah, I remember it not drawing me into the album.
Yeah, I remember being like, what changed?
Yeah, none of
Like-
the first two songs drew me in any way at all. Yeah.
It is interesting because I was listening to them in a playlist, and I would always finish an album before I would stop the playlist. But there was almost never where it's like, is it the same album? Like, it's a very definitive shift
Yeah,
from
yeah.
album to album. Where you're like, oh, new album.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's new value, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new values. Oh man, it's gonna be a hard one.
New Values is such a good fucking album. How is it
Shit.
so good?
Yeah. This is a hard one too. I think.
I remember, so when I was listening to this album, I feel like this is more so than every single other thing that we listen to. I would get to, I would hear that the song change, and I'm like, oh man, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Next song, oh, what? This is good. Whoa, I like this one. Whole album. I was washing dishes while I listened to this, and I remember like, how is it this good? What's happening? It was yep. Do you have a favorite?
Probably 5'1".
It's not a bad one.
I'm gonna say girls.
How did I know you'd pick that song?
I feel like it's. Oh, that's my pick.
I don't know. I think mine is Billy is a Runaway, but I don't have a least favorite song on this album.
Yeah.
So hear me out. I think I can pick a least favorite song for every other album. I can't. I won't do it. I refuse. The Twitcher doesn't have a least favorite song on this album. I won't. I can't.
I'm gonna fucking pick and fucking pick. Tell Me a Story if I had to pick, but it's still a really good
I
song.
think Girls might be my least favorite if I had to pick one.
That's funny. That's actually pretty good. Okay. We could probably have a full music talk about this album easily. We could have a very in-depth, probably 3-hour music talk if we just talked about The Idiot, Lust for Life, and New Values.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
Yeah.
We could spend like half an hour introducing each album.
That's pretty much
breaking
his
down the
Berlin
song.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I think I like it more than the Berlin trilogy. That's a crazy thing
I
to
don't
say.
know. That's actually. I don't know if I can.
Isn't that weirdly close?
It's like so. I don't know what I would pick.
Yeah, I can't agree with
I
that.
can't.
But yeah, but
So
yeah.
he can't pick. He disagrees. I think it's Iggy Pop, who is the trilogy's better. If you think of like Lust for Life, The Idiot, and New Values as a trilogy compared to the Berlin trilogy,
The
he
Idiot.
thinks it's the Berlin trilogy.
The Idiot is pretty close to Bowie album because Bowie did everything except for lyrics.
It helps. It helps.
Yeah, and Bowie was all he was like all experiment, what can I do?
Bowie's having a good time.
Yeah. I think he was just having fun making that.
Yeah. Oh, Bowie. You think they kissed?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Fucking.
It's probably heartfelt.
Yeah.
A heartfelt kiss from David Bowie to you, Iggy Pop.
Then you hear the progression though, because Lust for Life, you then that's Iggy Iggy moved out of their apartment that they were sharing in Berlin. He's I want to be more he wanted to do his own thing because people kept asking about David Bowie in interviews for The Idiot.
Think it really?
Yeah. And then
Like, you like David Bowie? Is he cool?
yeah. So then
I'll blame him.
People
then they
still
do-
ask me about him. I never left him.
Oh yeah.
People still chase down Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
We're like, what do you think about Bowie?
Yeah.
Does he make good eggs?
I've seen several Iggy Pop interviews where at least one person's how's Bowie, or something to do with Bowie. Yeah.
Oh man, that's
A very
interesting.
common one is how did you meet Bowie?
What I kind of hate interviews like that because why are you asking this person the same questions they got in the last interview?
Yeah, it's you should if you're interviewing someone that good, you should be watching other interviews to be oh.
And that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
you need to listen to Nardwuar, the Soviet. Nardwuar will blow your fucking mind, Jared. Blow his mind, right?
Yep, definitely would.
It's like Amoeba, but weirdly more in depth somehow. It's what do you mean? What do you mean he knows more than they know about what they like? How does Nardwuar, who's the guy who interviews people, somehow knows more about them than they know about them themselves? He'll bring out something, and they're like, from 7th grade? And he's like, I have to know. I'm Nardwuar. And it's one of the most amazing things ever. If I ever became a musician, I will know I made it if Nardwuar interviews me.
Yeah.
Literally, that's how you know you made it. I don't care about Coachella. I don't care about top 100 hits. You know what I care about?
Top 100 hits.
Nardwuar.
Doesn't matter,
Yeah, okay. On to the next album. What is the name of this album?
Soldier.
Soldier.
This one's one of my favorites. This is a really hard one for me.
It's a really good one.
Ah, man, what?
Ooh.
What is... No, stop playing. Why Are We Freezing? One of my favorites. One of my favorites off this album. I like Loco Mosquito a lot. Knocking Them Down in the City's great. Get Up and Get Out is great. Dog Food, pretty damn good. I'm a Conservative. Is it a cover of Bowie's? Doesn't Bowie have I'm in a Conservative?
Nope, that's all Iggy. Yep.
Yeah, that's an Iggy song. Yeah.
Okay.
But Bowie does sing in a chorus on that album.
Does he?
He sings in the chorus of "Play It Safe" with the Simple Minds guy. Fun fact about that album.
Okay. I feel like my favorite's "Knocking 'Em Down in the City." I think that's what it is.
Mine might be "Loco Mosquito."
Oh, it's also so good.
I have to go with Knocking Down the City too.
It's a good fucking album. I'm a Conservative. It's also very good.
Oh, I'm a Conservative. Is like my close favorite one.
Least favorite
Probably
is
"Drop a Hook," but it's just
Actually, yeah.
but it's still a really good instrumental.
I Snub You and Drop a Hook are my bottom two. I feel like I Snub You I dislike slightly more, but maybe it's Drop a Hook. Well, let's triple thread it again. Drop a Hook. Drop a Hook. Drop a Hook. Okay. What are you titled? They all just say Iggy Pop.
Party.
Party?
Yeah.
Party.
This album was the only Iggy Pop album I still owned on vinyl when we did this.
You own this on vinyl?
Yeah.
I didn't own any Iggy vinyl when we did this.
This is also hard because it's not bad,
Yeah.
but I don't like it nearly as much.
It's
the
a
last
bottom
couple.
tier Iggy album. It's still really good.
Yeah, I like it less than the other ones, yeah, but I like it more than Kill City. I like it about as much as Soldier.
Really?
Maybe slightly less, actually.
Oh wow, I like it about as much as I like.
Slightly less.
Maybe like, none of the I like one of the albums we haven't got to yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
so-
bottom tier. Bottom tier.
Yeah,
for
bottom tier.
Bottom tier for Bright Blind over here. Bright Blind over here. I think Eggs on a Plate is my least. Or sorry, Eggs on a Plate is my least favorite. We're gonna start with least favorite on this album for me at least. Do you guys want to start with your favorite?
I'll start with my favorite.
Yeah, that makes more
Pumping
sense.
for Jill is probably my favorite.
What? That's what I was gonna pick. All right, Pumping for Jill.
Yeah, I had to be Pumping for Jill, but I really like Bang Bang.
Dude, what is this? Every time I'm about to say, one of you says, Eggs on a Plate is my least favorite.
My least favorite is probably Happy Man.
I think I just hate eggs.
My least favorite is probably Rock and Roll Party.
Wow, we actually had a
not-
different least favorite this
It's
album.
it's not a good song. Ooh,
Zombie Birdhouse. This is
That's
gonna
the
be a
name of the
tough
song?
one. Yep.
Oh, that's a tough one. Oh shit, I really like this one.
Oh.
I want to say that this album heavily influenced grunge. You can tell. There'd be no grunge without this album.
It kind of there's parts of it that remind me of Insecticide. So yeah.
Yeah, I could even remind me of
Louder.
I could even see it kind of reminded me of fucking Mudhoney or fucking.
I need to listen. I need to listen to Mudhoney again.
Yeah, me too. Actually, it's been a while, but man.
Yeah, Mudhoney
They're
I listened
good.
to really regularly for a while, and it's been a bit. It's
Yeah.
been a bit. Okay. My favorite. It's so good. I have a couple favorites. So my couple favorites are Life of Work, The Ballad of Cookie McBride, and I feel like it's Eat or Be Eaten, and then the Horse Song. It's a good album,
It's a
okay?
great album. It's another perfect Iggy album.
It is. It's pretty much perfect. I think my favorite's The Ballad of Cookie McBride.
Mine's probably Life of Work.
Mine's probably the Horse Song.
It's a good song. Do you know how weird it is to listen to music that you haven't heard before? And I didn't really have much of an expectation for Iggy Pop because I also haven't listened to him in a long time. I've heard a couple songs, but not much of it in a long time. And be like, what? It's so good. And then you're like, what? It's still good?
Yeah.
Wait, and it just keeps going and going and going. He doesn't have something that feels like a really weaker album, and it's not even weaker until much further into his career.
Yeah.
And it's usually not even because of him. It's usually because of a feature or something like that.
It's really It's like he didn't have a single album where it was like a chore to listen to.
No,
No.
he really didn't. My least favorite might be Ordinary Bummer. it might be Ordinary Bummer. It's a good song though. Like, this is such a weird thing to do, especially with him, because it's hard to pick a worst when there isn't really a bad one.
Yeah.
So worst of good is still good. You know?
My least favorite's probably Watching the News, but I still love that song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's a good song. What do we got, Jared?
I'm gonna say fucking Bulldozer.
Okay, I can see that. Is the next one Blah Blah Blah?
Yep.
Yeah, but that's hard.
I love this album.
I also love this album.
It's the last album Bowie produced. It is too.
I think my favorite's the title track. I think
It's a great one.
it is. I think Blah 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 is my favorite song off of Blah Blah Blah. It's good.
I have to go Cry for Love. Like
Mine's probably Shades.
Oh. It's a good. What? It just sounds like we're repeating ourselves. It's a good album. It's good.
They're all good, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
they're all good, but like the spectrum of good is much different.
there's some that are on the fucking top tier good spectrum, and others that are on
Like how do so? This is the thing. How are so many of his albums near the top tier?
I don't know. Fucking
Like,
a lot of them. Are,
hear me out. If you did top 1,000 albums of all time, how many of these are in there? It's like almost half of them.
A lot of them are in there. Yeah.
I don't think it's half, but I think it's almost half.
Yeah, I mean, you have to at least pick like.
It's a top 1,000.
Probably at least 5, at least.
Yeah. Okay. Least favorite.
Probably Real Wild Child, Wild One.
Really?
Yeah,
I still love that song.
I agree with that, actually.
I feel like mine's Hideaway.
Oh, I love Hideaway.
I mean, it's not bad. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's not a bad song on it. It's just, I think it's the least favorite. This next one is where it started, where you're like, he's a person.
Yeah, alright.
You're like, okay, he's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's not bad. What's the name of the next album?
Instinct.
Instinct.
Yeah.
I don't think I have like a... Nah.
Iggy's metal album.
I think Power and Freedom is my favorite.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a metal album. It doesn't even sound like a metal album.
know.
That's the thing.
What would you describe it as? If you had to describe this album, like in a genre?
It's more like power, like pop, like hard rock at the time. So I guess like in metal was like the main thing. So I guess it could be quote unquote like a metal album. But
Is it like do you think it inspired hair metal?
No, because hair metal was already around.
Oh, I don't know. What year did this one come out?
88.
Yeah.
It's crazy to just know that. All right.
Yeah, it's kind of him like jumping on the hair metal train, which is probably why it's not as good.
It just isn't.
My favorite's probably High on You.
You know, yeah, mine's High on You too.
I'm actually kind of thinking changing mine to Tom Tom. No, so I'm sticking with Power and Freedom. Least favorite.
Probably Cold Metal.
Probably, yeah, it's probably Cold Metal. That song I remember I heard a long time ago. It's like really funny. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's funny. And
If you listen to the lyrics, that whole album's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what? But like fucking like High on You, it's like fucking like like it's not. It doesn't have to be like it's like just a good time. Like
just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just okay. Mine's either Cold Metal or Tough Baby, but I think it's Cold Metal.
Oh, I actually really like Tough Baby.
I don't know. The next one might be my favorite album cover.
Oh, yeah,
That's a good album cover.
It's cool. Is it supposed to be a zombie? Because the guy kind of looks like a zombie. What's the album name?
Brick by
Brick.
Brick.
Brick by Brick. And then you're like, oh, he's kind of back. Okay, all right.
It's
Yeah.
definitely top 5 in my Iggy Pop albums for sure.
Yeah,
Top
I love.
5?
I don't. Ooh, it might be, but it might be just outside. I don't know.
I have a clear favorite on this one for me.
Me too,
which
but
is interesting.
That's me too, but it's not fair. Why it's my favorite?
My favorite's Pussy Power.
Oh, that's actually my second favorite.
What's
My favorite's probably Candy. Like, I know how popular that song is, but I guess I love that song.
I have to go with Living on the Edge of the Night because I've loved that song for a long time. When me and Bright Blind were kids, we used to listen to the Black Rain soundtrack. It used to be played for us all the time, and that is the very first song on it and the very last song on this album. And like, it's such a good song.
I think Yeah, for the longest time, I think Candy and Living on the Edge of the Night were the only two songs I've ever heard off that album. I love those songs.
Oh yeah, me too. For the longest time, yeah.
I don't know if I'd heard any of these songs before. Maybe. Least favorite.
Ooh.
I think mine's Butttown.
I love Butttown.
Butttown's funny to me, and it's interesting. I think it's my least favorite. Yeah, I think it's Butttown.
I think
My least favorite.
I think I'm gonna go the title track.
Yeah,
I love the title track.
Dude,
Oh,
I
man.
like the
could
title
see
track
it.
too. But
I could see that.
I'm about to pick Butttown. I think I have to pick Butttown, but I still love that song.
Yeah, mine's Butttown. Yeah. Okay, what's the next album called?
American Theater.
Oh yeah,
American
grunge Iggy Pop coming here.
Oh, okay. Wow,
This is a
Was it
really good
long?
album. Yeah,
Yeah, it's his first like over an hour album.
that's true. I was not looking forward to hearing this album because it was so long, and then I heard it. I'm like, man, this album's really good.
man, I don't. This is hard to pick a favorite. I'm just staring at it, being like, "Oh man, is it this one? Is it that one?"
The
Is it-
album's just like really good. Man,
I think it's Louie Louie.
it's a good one. Mine's probably Beside You.
Mine is probably Highway Song.
Oh, Highway Song is a close second for me.
It's a good song. Yeah, no, I think my favorite's Louie Louie. I keep checking. I keep going back and forth. What about that one?
Although I like Fucking Alone a lot too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song.
That one's probably number 2 or 3 for me. Okay, least favorite.
Probably Wild America, but I still love that song.
Probably Caesar.
Caesar's, yeah, probably my least favorite too.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay sometimes to yell. Just don't yell at each other, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to. Where's Tala? Tala! She's a little older. She's a little deaf. She's probably asleep. I hear her coming. Come on!
How's it going, Tala?
Tala's like, get away from me. Tala, for some reason, doesn't care about Jared. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like most
Tala
people.
decides whether or not she likes someone right after meeting them, and then she pretends like they're not there.
Oh. Tala wanted to hear Iggy Pop.
Well, yeah, who doesn't? Okay, next album.
Naughty Little Doggy.
Naughty Little
Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Naughty Little Doggy. There's Tala for you, Miss Little Insane. Oh man, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with I Wanna Live.
It's a good one.
I think mine might be Knucklehead.
Mine's probably Look Away.
Also really like Hard to Say, which Tala tried to play.
Yeah, I mean, because Tala gets it. I think Shoes Shine Girl is my least favorite.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Look Away.
I love Look Away.
She did like you. Tala did like you. Tala decides really quickly, and then she never forgets. You'd have to feed her so much food for her to like you, but she'd probably just pretend to not like you, so you get more food. And then as soon as you're gone, she'd be like, good. If she chose to dislike you. Which one did you say was your least favorite? Did you pick?
Yeah, Look Away.
Look Away. Okay.
Oh man.
I'm just remembering what I was doing while listening to these. I listened to a lot of these while cleaning.
Avenue B is so good.
Avenue B is my favorite 90s one besides Brick by Brick.
Yeah.
I love how you guys break stuff down. Well, it is, but not actually. Really close, kind of, maybe, sort of.
It shows where it's at on the spectrum of Iggy Pop albums.
It's a good album. I think my favorite track is the title track, Avenue B.
Mine's probably I Felt the Luxury.
Ooh, She Called Me Daddy, I also like.
I'll actually call it.
least favorite is probably Motorcycle.
My favorite's probably Shaking All Over.
I love his
Shaking
Shaking
All
All
Over
Over.
is so good.
I love his Shaking All Over.
Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah, Motorcycle's my least favorite. Motorcycle. It's my least favorite. Bright Blinds
I'll go with
too.
that.
Oh, we have another triple threat. Another triple threat in the building. Okay. This album
Beat 'em up.
is so good.
Oh yeah, this album is really good.
Also, a fun album cover.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Actually, yeah.
What year did this one come out?
2001.
Yeah. Okay. Is this the best 2000s one? It might be.
Might be.
It might be.
I don't know about that for me.
Oh.
There's one other that we'll get to.
This
that
is where
could
we're
compare
starting
this
to
one.
change opinions now.
This is where we're starting. I really enjoyed this.
I did too.
Really enjoyed this
I
one.
mean, I liked it a lot, but like it's bottom tier for me for sure.
I thought this album is.
This is bottom tier?
Yeah, this album just went together so well. Everything. on
It was a
just fucking
clean
fucking
album.
good.
Like, the sound was very much so conceptualized from end to end.
Yeah.
And it was long. So, like, it was weird how well it sounded.
Yeah.
It didn't feel long.
And there wasn't any weak points on it, really.
Yeah, so I like how, like, on point we are with this, and he's like, bottom tier. Bottom tier. You gotta keep that tier bottom. Oh, there we go. We got ads. Ads. You getting ads in me?
Plenty of ads.
All the ads that I'm making so much money for. I think I've made zero money so far. Zero money. I've actually...
The Twitcher TM is taking an ad break. Stick around to support the stream.
Yeah, dude. Stick around. Does it say that somewhere?
Yeah, it's like right up there.
Oh, yeah, there it is. The Twitcher TM is taking an ad break. Hang out. Who is your favorite musician in sound music?
What do you mean by like
Sound.
like all sound?
All sound is it's just very broad. Is it Sunno? You a Sunno guy?
I mean,
Or Sun?
no, I wouldn't be Sun. I love Sun, but I like
I
even
hate
for
Sun.
like drone, I like Boris more. Like in the because they do a lot more than just drone too.
Yeah.
But
I like Underworld.
Oh, we're back. I don't know what I would pick for sound music. It's too broad.
it is too bright.
And I like Sound Hop a lot, so I feel like I would just shove like Death Grips in
I
there.
can say Death Grips.
And it's hard. And like I feel like Death Grips is better than clipping, but at times I feel like I like clipping more.
Yeah,
So it's weird.
I'd probably even.
Missile Insane doesn't get ads anymore.
Huh?
Missile Insane doesn't get ads anymore.
Oh,
Oh no.
you don't get any ads. Lucky ducky. Quack quack. Okay. Favorite song off of Beat 'em Up.
Talking Snake.
Talking Snake.
Mm.
I feel like mine's VIP.
Oh, it's a close second.
I think mine's
Oh, I like
VIP.
that one a lot.
VIP is a fun song. It's pretty much just him talking, right? The whole
Yeah.
time he's just like,
And
I'm-
I'm in a VIP. Like you did.
and he's like, and sometimes VIPs by proxy, and you're like, what? And he's like the wife of a VIP or the daughter of a VIP, and you're like, what is happening? Oh man, okay. What's your favorite, bro?
I'm gonna go with Lost.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
She's a sub. That's probably why.
She is sub. That is why. That is why. I think my least favorite. Is Sterility, which is funny because they're right next to each other.
Mine's probably It's All Shit.
It's all yeah. Okay.
I like it all shit though.
Um.
I would.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll probably take Sterility too.
It's weird. And I think it's just because VIP grabbed me the most that I liked it so much. Okay. Let's go on to the next one, which was it called like Metal
Skull
Ring?
Ring.
Skull Ring.
I love this album.
This is fucking insane.
It's not a top 10, but it's
This
definitely
might
good.
be my least favorite album in this discography.
No, it's not mine. I like this album pretty good amount, but it's not. It's
See,
not my favorite at all.
Iggy Pop bringing out a bunch of like
It-
very popular like
It's
punk
It was
rock
weird.
bands.
This was a weird album, honestly.
It just felt the least authentic to me. And I know that like there's something that bothered me about Iggy Pop doing songs with people and then choosing to like emulate their sound instead of them emulating his fucking sound.
Yeah, like the fucking 2 Green Day songs. I'm like, this sounds like Green Day.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. I think it's why I dislike it so much. This is definitely bottom 5 for me out of Iggy's discography.
Yeah, it's bottom 5. I still really like that album.
Maybe.
It's definitely bottom 5. I think it might be bottom 3. Like I think it might be the third spot because I think there are 2 that are worse.
There's
I'm
one
nearly
feature I
positive.
really didn't like on there. I didn't
Which
like,
one?
I didn't like Peaches at all.
Oh, I actually thought
I didn't
Peaches
like
was
Peaches.
one of the best
I
features on there.
literally thought it was the best feature on here.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't agree at all.
I really do. This is like where we're getting into the nitty gritty of like you like to a degree kind of like skater punk. You kind of like that scene kid-ish stuff. It's like a big part of like the stuff you grew around. We grew up where we kind of hated it. Like I like some skate punk.
Well, I mean, I like skate punk. It's just
But, like-
not like Sum 41.
I like some
But
41.
they're kind of like in that skate pop, and they're kind of like
Yeah,
some of the
like-
representatives of it.
I mean, yeah, but
So it's weird because this is where there's like a dividing line between us, and I think you like it a little bit more than I do. I hate the nasally sound of a lot of these like pop punk, skate punk kind of bands that popped up. Like your Sum 41.
are super obnoxious, actually. Well, yeah, a lot of the time I don't like it either. because-
Later Green Day, and even some earlier Green Day to a degree for me. All right, yeah.
I mean, he brought the Stooges back for this album too.
He did bring the Stooges back, which I think are some of the best songs on here.
And I actually think, I don't want to talk about fucking, I really think that he shouldn't have brought back the Stooges. That's probably like the worst thing Iggy did in his career. Bringing back the Stooges in an otherwise great career.
What is your favorite song on this album?
Probably Motorhead.
Probably Private Hell.
Mine is definitely Motorhead. Private Hell? Who's that with? Yeah, no. I know I don't like that one that much. That might be one of my least favorite, if we're going to be honest. My Sum 41 one's my least favorite. Little Know-It-All.
Oh, I like the hell of that song.
No, that's my least favorite by far. What's your least favorite, bro?
Probably Perverts in the Sun or Little Know-It-All. Like I didn't. But neither of those songs I were both not caring for either of those.
I
was probably Perverts in the Sun or Supermarket. I don't really care for Supermarket.
Yeah.
I like Supermarket actually more than the other Green Day one.
I love the other Green Day one.
Okay. Well, we finished it. We finished Skull Ring. Okay.
Oh, this is where it gets horrible.
This is where
This is the worst thing. This is the worst thing in the whole discography.
Why was it? Why? You remember how I was like, you're not a good or you like it? Because I was like 2 albums ahead of you. And I was like,
Yeah, this album is horrible.
yeah.
This album sucks.
this album sucks. It's not good. This might be the worst.
This is actually the first
I think
Iggy
it's
album we
the worst.
actually fully hated to have a whole discography.
Like, favorite song?
Oh man.
If I had to pick one,
It'd probably be Mexican Guy. 'Cause I find that song like really hilarious.
I'm gonna go with I'm Fried. I think it's kind of funny.
I'm Fried's probably my least favorite.
I think mine's Greedy Awful People.
That whole album's horrible.
You know what? Again, I think I'd have to listen to this separate from the rest of his discography
Yeah,
and give it another
I mean,
fair
it kind
shake.
of. I mean, think about it though. Imagine just hearing Skull Ring then this album. It's just like horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I didn't like either.
I didn't like
if
hearing.
it makes you feel better.
I didn't like hearing the
I
2001
like
to
Story a lot
2007
more than
albums
that
back to
Stooges
back.
one.
Do you?
Yeah, that Stooges one fucking.
But I did like.
This one is
yeah.
worse. Least favorite.
That's why bringing the Stooges back was the worst thing he'd done in his
like
career.
most of the album.
I think it's Trolling or My Idea of Fun for me.
I'm gonna go
It's
with.
My Idea of Fun.
No, I think it is trolling because fucking I fucking heard that instantly like this is shit. What the fuck?
It did set the tone for how bad the album was.
Yeah, it really did.
It did a good job of preparing you for, oh, I just listened to all that other stuff? Okay.
That's true. You know what? I forgot about this Stooges album. We actually can't say that Bowie's worst album's like this bad because this Stooges album.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. You're right. I think I just
I erased it. I
I forgot about this album
it.
too. Yeah.
it's not good. It's also like one of the cleaner album covers, and for some reason that bothers me. Because imagine if you went to and you're flipping through, and you're like, oh, the Stooges sounded interesting, and it had every Stooges album, and you're like, well, this one looks like it's probably their first, and you don't look at the date. And then this is what you think of the Stooges.
Oh, man,
Imagine being like if like a young you're like a young punk kid, you find out you're fucking like all your idols are like, you know, like influenced by the Stooges, and you're like, oh, this Stooges album, here's a Stooges album, and that's the one you fucking buy.
Imagine that. What if that's the only one you see, though?
What if that?
Yeah,
What if you're like, I hate Iggy Pop and I don't like the Stooges, and you've only heard this album?
Yeah, like, I heard the fucking 2000.
And then imagine getting a conversation with that guy where you're like, no, Iggy Pop is great, and they're like, what? No, he's terrible. Because like you can't blame them.
I heard this album, The Weirdness. Fucking shit.
Okay, now we're moving on.
Preliminaries. Oh,
We are moving on to maybe my favorite era of Iggy Pop, which is a crazy thing to say. Again, where Iggy Pop's just like, I'm gonna sing in Spanish a bunch, and I'm gonna do some like Spaniard style music. What? Is he Spanish?
I don't think
No.
it's Spanish at all.
Okay, these albums are good. I like all of the ones with Spanish in them a lot, and I like that it sounds like a Spanish album, but it sounds like Iggy Pop. I like it so much. What is the name of this one?
Preliminaries.
Yeah.
Preliminaries. What's your favorite song?
I want to go to the beach.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I think it might. Yeah, I think it might be. I Want to Go to the Beach. King of Dogs is also incredible.
Coast too.
He's Dead, She's Alive is also great. The intro and outro of this are perfect. It's a perfect intro. It's a perfect outro. It just frames the album super, super well. Okay, least favorite.
Man, this is where it gets kind of hard again.
I think mine's Party Time.
I like Party Time.
I like every single song on this album. I feel like an ass, but how long have we been in this? We've been in this over an hour. It doesn't even feel like that long. Man, we're good. Whatever. What's your least favorite? It's a great.
I'll go Party Time too, honestly, because I can't see another one that I like less. I might say the intro and outro, but they do.
They like fit the album
Yeah.
like perfectly. Probably
Like
not.
they might be weaker tracks than other tracks,
Yeah,
but I
but
feel like
like-
the way that they shape
Exactly.
the album, yeah.
Mine's probably Nice to Be Dead, but I still love that song.
Yeah, that's my second least favorite. Second least favorite. That's a weird thing to say. I don't know how to speak anything in Spanish, but Jesu Cuetes, I don't know how to say it. Phenomenal song also. I love that song. Okay. All right. Note it that Preliminaries is a top album for the Twitcher. Okay, what's the next one called?
Appraise.
Appraise.
Appraise. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
it's like a weird like French title.
Is it French? Is he singing in French here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was singing in Spanish. I don't know.
He went from Spanish to French.
Okay, all right.
He was like major role in a French movie for like during the recording this album too.
This one is also very good.
Yeah.
This album is also very
It's
good.
a vocal jazz album.
Yeah. It's
Reminds me-
like weird French
That's why.
scatting.
Yeah, it reminds me of Serge Gainsbourg, actually. Like, some of Serge Gainsbourg.
It's Pierres. Yeah, Pierres? I think it's Pierres. I think it's how you pronounce that.
Yeah.
I don't know any French stuff.
Fun fact about this. I was
watching a 1990 Iggy Pop interview, and he's talking about how like he was listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra. He's like, hey, I might just not do a rock and roll album. I might just do a vocal jazz album. And then he got it in 2012.
Took him 22 years.
Yeah.
22 years.
Hi Tala.
Maybe he worked on it for 22 years. What if some of these albums are so good because he worked on them so long?
Yeah.
What if that's what it was?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, you could say technically your entire career as a musician is you working on your craft, and so you're technically working on every album from the beginning of your
That's true, but
thing. But that's not
when
quite
it's
the same
someone
thing.
like Iggy Pop, like I know like Bowie was this way. Like it's like he'd start projects, and he'd move on to something else, and he'd have a bunch of unfinished projects. So maybe Iggy started these around then, and he finally came back to him.
Red Holly Lollies. Favorite.
I'm going away smiling.
I love his cover of Only the Lonely.
Only the Lonely is my favorite, by far. Like it's like a clear win for me. And this is a good album. I feel like Syracuse is maybe a close second. Yeah.
And Everybody's Talking.
Everybody's Talking is probably my least favorite.
Really?
It's actually
Yeah, man, I love that song. You
love the originals, yeah.
Yeah, you ever have a Harry Nilsson one?
Yeah. I like the
I love
Fred
that
Neil
one.
one actually the most. I've actually liked the Harry Nilsson one. I'm not agreed upon.
And you got
I'm so not excited for. Okay, what's this one called?
Ready to Die.
Fucking.
This one's better than.
It is better,
But
but it's still bad.
It's still
It's still bad. These are the two that I was talking about that I like less than Silver Ring, Metal Ring, Skull Ring. Fuck. Favorite song.
I'm going Sex and Money.
I'm also going Sex and
Unfriendly
Money.
World.
Least favorite song. I just want to get past it. I don't even want to look at it.
Probably Dying Breed.
Yeah, I'll go Dying Breed because
Mine's Job.
you know,
I kind of want to say.
especially because there's this song called Dying Breed that's like one of my favorite.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I like Gun a little more less than Dying Breed actually. All right, now
Okay.
Post-pop depression.
This
Sounds really good.
way
Yeah.
better. It's
This
also
album-
so much better because you're coming out of that last album and you're like, fucking yes.
So this album actually might be my favorite 2000s one. It's either this one or Beat 'Em Up.
Oh, this one is my favorite 2000s one.
I like Beat 'Em Up
I mean,
more, but this
actually,
one is
no.
still very good.
I like a preliminaries more than this one, but this one's close.
Oh wait, preliminaries to the fuck, get out of here, shut up. It's preliminaries. I love that album so much. Okay, favorite one on this one. This is a little hard, but I think I have a clear one for me.
Sunday.
Mine is also Sunday.
I think mine's Breaking Your Heart.
It's a good one.
I think Breaking Your Heart might be my least favorite. Funnily enough.
My least favorite's probably Chocolate Drops.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah,
also low for
Chocolate
me.
Drops.
Yeah, no, it's Chocolate Drops. Sunday favorite, Chocolate Drops. Least favorite for both of us, Chocolate Drops. Least favorite, and then Break Into Your Heart. Ooh. Well, we got an ad. But we only got a couple viewers, and that means it's just Miss Lil Insane. She doesn't. Yeah. What was this one? What was this one called? Tea Time.
Tea Time
Oh, I
Dub.
forgot about
Tea
that.
Time Dub.
I love this one. This one I
Yeah.
fell in love
This
with right
one
away.
was weirdly nice.
Yeah.
And I liked that every song felt like they each felt like their own like almost EP, which was weird. Like
Yeah.
they were kind of short and sweet and perfect. And by short and sweet, I mean what, like 7-ish minutes each for
Yeah.
each track.
I did not expect that.
I thought I would.
And
I really thought I would.
I already love Underworld, so like this Underworld and Iggy Pop are like a dream come true for me. I love the way they sounded together.
Oof. Yeah, no. That probably, I don't know if it's slept on. I don't know how popular this album is, but like if you haven't heard it and you like Iggy Pop, yeah, I know. Just a moment.
Yeah, I think that album is slept on.
Okay, most favorite, least favorite. It's weird because there's only 4 songs.
Get Your Shirt's probably my favorite.
Mine's Trapped.
Yeah.
Least favorite.
Ooh.
All See Big probably.
Oh, man, I love All See Big.
But here's the thing, I like them all.
This is really hard for me, man.
But you know what? No, it's Bells and Circles. It's Bells and Circles, and it's weird because I listened to it, I was like, oh, that's really good.
Trapped
And then
might
the
be
next
my
one
least
I
favorite
think
if I
I
had to
liked
pick.
more, and then I liked it felt like I almost liked them each more than the last in a way. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with LC Big.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Trapped.
Okay. What was the newest
Free.
Iggy Pop one called?
Free.
Okay, least favorite, most favorite.
Favorite is probably
That was kind of tough because this one like.
probably Glow in the Dark.
You said this one was a soundtrack, right?
It wasn't. I actually looked it up. They did it wrong. It's just like
It felt like a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Though.
I think mine's James
It
Bond.
flowed together really good.
I think mine's James Bond.
Oh yeah, mine's James Bond. Yeah. Although Do Not Go Gentle.
Yeah, that one's no, I'm switching mine. Mine's Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. Okay, that's my favorite.
My least favorite.
My least favorite's Page, but
Yeah,
it's
Page.
really close. So my least favorite's Page. I'm gonna go take Tall outside. Just gotta go potty. Keep talking about Iggy Pop.
I'll say my least favorite's We Are the People.
Yeah, I mean that's close for me for sure. It's like it's like still good, but it's definitely a low tier Iggy album for you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, especially kind of after postpartum
Yeah.
depression. Yeah. I always gonna call it postpartum depression. Postpartum depression. And, it's But like, I wonder, fucking, it's weird to me, like, the fucking connection is not to be that guy, but like, fucking, Post-Pop Depression came out like right after Bowie died, and like, you hear like a lot of sound of like something you would see Bowie working on for like the first time.
Obviously,
since,
you know,
like,
he probably
blah
like
blah blah.
he probably like knew about Bowie's cancer and like wrote it while like he was like.
Oh yeah.
Probably was like, it's like writing a whole album while like knowing about that.
Bowie, yeah, well, probably he might have even been there. See,
Yeah.
Bowie recording Black Star or something. You never know.
Yeah, and I think it came out like the week after Black Star too, right? Or like a 2 week.
Like a couple weeks after, yeah. It's like it's ready, and it's like, yeah. And it's like weird because it's the one album that's like an Iggy Pop album, but then it has like all the other band members on the cover too.
Yeah, and it's actually an Iggy Pop album where he actually had help from his other band members and like we gave them credit and stuff.
Yeah. Like, I remember used to see that album, and I really wish I bought it.
Yeah, didn't they have it in like Ashland too? Like a good, a good amount.
Oh yeah, they did.
I think we were in Ashland the day it came out, and I saw it. I'm like, I wonder if this is any good, and I just didn't listen to it until like right now.
Yeah, I think I listened to it once. I just don't remember. Like I think it was shortly after it came out.
Bro, you were whisper talking. I could barely hear you when I was looking you in the eyes, man.
I don't even know actually.
What are we talking
We were
about?
talking about Post-Pop Depression being like really good, and how like it came out a couple weeks after Black Star, and it had like a sound kind of like Bowie's, and like but it's weird. It's like something you would have heard like coming from Bowie for the first time since Brick by Brick, and it's like weird because that's also the first album where it's like it's Iggy Pop, and then it has all his other band members' names on the cover.
Okay. It's.
You ready for rankings now?
I don't know if he's gonna rank them.
I already got my list ready.
I mean,
I could do it, I guess, off the top of my head.
Let's do Stooges first. This is an
Oh, we
easy
do?
one.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look at my list.
Yeah, how
first.
many
I have to look at my
albums?
list for this one.
They only have 5
I already
albums.
know this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
This is an easy
I
one.
have a top one, easy. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What's your number one?
Raw
Wait,
Power.
okay, you already said it. Wait, let's do it. Okay, number one?
Raw Power.
Yeah, Raw Power.
Fucking Funhouse. Listening to Funhouse was an experience. I also listened to it while I was driving, which really... I drive a Prius. This is a crazy... I drive a Prius, and for some reason, driving in that, going fast with the sound, it's like... I don't know why it sounds so good. I love it. Especially aggressive music.
Oh yeah.
Like it's made for aggressive music. It was perfect. It's everything I wanted and more. It was so good. Okay. Number 2.
Funhouse.
Raw Power.
Me and Jared just say it at the same time, so we're probably gonna have the same list.
Yeah. Okay. Third.
Stooges.
It's the Stooges. Yeah, it's the Stooges. Yeah. It just is. And it's their most known, probably.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's Iggy Pop's most known?
No, I don't know. Because
I also don't know.
People know Lust for Life and The Passenger.
I know The Passenger?
The Passenger is actually on like some movies and stuff sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's 2 bad ones. I don't know the
Number
names.
4, Ready to Die.
Yeah, Ready to Die.
Number 5, The Weirdness.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Weirdness.
Yep.
We literally, you two had the same, and mine was just flip flopped for the 1 and 2,
Fuck.
and everything else was the same. And
I'll get out my phone for the rest of the albums.
okay, the Stooges is gonna be harder. The Stooges. Let's start.
You mean Iggy?
Sorry, the Iggy solo stuff. Let's start with 3rd, and then do 2nd and 1st. And then go 4th, 5th, and kind of go down from there.
Alright, so that makes it harder though.
Does it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's way harder to start from the worst. Well, actually,
No,
I'm doing it from best to worst.
I think we should start from the worst. I feel like it makes
let's start from worst, because I feel like for me, there's a clear worst one.
I think, yeah.
For like solo Iggy Pop, like just Iggy Pop. Okay,
Yeah.
let me check this real quick. I think that's my least favorite. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think I got mine.
I got mine already.
Is it? No, it might be that one. It's that one. What's your least favorite?
Instinct.
Instinct.
Is this Instinct?
Yep.
Yeah, Instinct. Yeah. Yeah. It's Instinct. After thinking about it, I thought for me it'd be Skull Ring. It's Instinct. Next.
Probably.
Probably Kill City.
Yeah. It's Kill City. I thought I liked Skull Ring way worse than this.
Yeah.
Kill City. I have to listen to it again to give it a fair shake.
Yeah,
though.
me too.
It's Kill City.
It's Kill City for now. Yeah.
Okay, now, what's the next one for you guys?
Beat 'em up's mine.
Mine's Skull Ring.
I don't agree with
Mine's
that.
absolutely Skull Ring.
I'm gonna say Free.
Free? Is Free the newest one?
Yeah.
Okay. After that,
Free.
Skull Ring.
mine is probably Free, but what is this one? What's this one's name?
Party.
Party might be a close one after that. It's Free. It's definitely Free.
Okay, now it's really hard.
This is getting harder. Okay, next.
Probably Skull Ring.
Crazy is that high for you, bro. It's crazy is that high for you. It'd be nice if I had like a list in front of me and I was like crossing them off.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have a list. I had my list ready.
Cause
So.
I keep going back and forth
I'm gonna say.
and looking at these. Okay. What is it, bro?
I hate to say it, but I think I have to fucking go Naughty Little Doggy.
It's not a little doggy, the one where he's wearing the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
At praise.
You're fucking crazy. This guy's crazy. Mine's not a little doggy now.
I don't know. I think mine is a Parade,
You're
actually.
fucking crazy. Mine's not a little doggy. Okay.
Then it's probably Party.
Party. Yeah. This is one Party?
Yep.
Yeah. It's definitely Party for me next.
I think mine is probably.
It's definitely Party for me.
Oh shit.
Don't you be... Oh, are we gonna have an ad right in the middle of this
You
bad
know
boy?
what?
We gonna have an ad right in the middle of this bad boy?
It might have to be Party.
It's Party, bro.
Yeah, I really like Party.
It's
I
Party.
guess it is.
Okay. Next.
Naughty Little Doggy.
Oh man, this is... I kind of want to say Avenue B. And I love Avenue B. It's Avenue B. Yeah. Oh, where's it Brick by Brick? No, it's Avenue B.
Mine. It might be Avenue B.
I can barely hear Jared.
Mine might be Avenue. Well, listen.
What do you mean? Listen, you talk here. Do you need to hold the mic again? Let's do this.
It might be Avenue B too.
Dude, you're also leaning off the camera. You keep scoot towards me, bro. Here, there you go. You keep scooting out of the camera.
It might be Avenue B too. I don't.
Man.
Yeah, mine's Avenue B. It's getting hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like my top isn't hard, but I feel like leading up to the top is hard.
Yeah. It's definitely getting harder.
Don't. Okay, we gotta watch what you're saying on stream.
Okay.
Because someone can take that. If you're out there and you watch this, way down the line.
Definitely
Maybe we
harder.
get famous and you come back and you watch this. I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me. You take that. You take that audio clip. It just gets harder.
It's
And you-
only getting harder.
and you do what you want with it, all right? You have a good time. Okay. Next.
Avenue B.
I think it's Brick by Brick.
Oh man.
I think mine's Preliminaries.
It's ooh. Yeah, for me it's Brick by Brick.
Man, you guys.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, buddy. It's crazy. All right. What's next?
Post Pop Depression.
Which one's best? What's the album cover?
The
of that?
2016 one.
Is that the one where you're dead? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Post-pop depression. Okay, this is where it's... I think I have an idea of everything here on out. Look at him like
This
just
is really hard. Now.
he's stressing. Yeah, it's you knew it was gonna be hard. Like it wasn't gonna be easy no matter what.
Yeah, I already said Avenue B, so I don't know. I
just want to say it again.
and now I just don't want to eliminate any.
We're not eliminating them.
We're counting them down.
I don't want to cross them up.
Are you insane?
Maybe a little bit, but
Do you know your top 3?
probably.
No, you're not even sure.
I am gonna go with. I guess I'll go with American Caesar.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. Okay. Next up.
Preliminaries.
Mine is probably Pieters. How do you say that? Whatever.
Pieters.
Praise.
Afraid.
Yeah, the French spoken jazz, jazzy singy, talks. We got a little Jared Belly there on stream. Okay, what's yours?
Oh fuck.
Have you said Pieters yet?
Yeah, I
Jared
did.
did. Crazy.
Now now I guess it has to be pop depression.
Post-pop depression. Yeah. This is Okay, next. Brighty.
New values.
Oh, you're fucking insane. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
You have this ahead of New Values?
No, I didn't even put that on my list, but yeah, I would put it ahead of New Values.
You would put
I loved that.
Tea Time Dub?
I loved Tea Time
No,
Dub.
I wasn't even including that in my.
I wasn't including it either, but
It's an Iggy Pop album.
It's an EP though.
Okay, fine.
yeah, I wasn't.
Well, then let's not include it. Let's. Okay. Wait, have I said one for this one yet? No, Peters was the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's American Caesar. Yeah, it has to be American Caesar for me. Okay. What's yours, bro?
I guess I have to go Soldier. I don't want to.
And you guys.
Which one's Soldier?
That one.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Next.
Zombie Birdhouse.
It's a good pick. So this one is either Blah 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 or Soldier, but I don't know which one. I'm gonna say Blah Blah Blah. I think it's Blah Blah Blah.
It's a great album.
It's a great. You are correct.
I'm gonna say Beat 'em Up now.
Oh, dude, wait. I haven't said Beat 'em Up yet.
Yeah.
Beat 'em Up. Fuck. What did I say last?
You said
Was it American Caesar?
It was blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's definitely not Blah Blah Blah. It's definitely this one. Fuck. VIP. It's definitely. There's probably a couple that should go ahead of VIP. Now that I'm saying it. Okay. Next.
American Caesar.
Now for me, it's Blah Blah Blah.
Now I have to pick Zombie Birdhouse.
Yep. Okay, next.
Brick by Brick.
How is that?
I love that
How,
album.
you haven't said Brick by Brick
Yeah,
yet?
no, I love Brick by
You're
Brick.
fucking crazy. It's so good, but the fact that you're putting it ahead of these other albums, Soldier's next for me.
Oh man, Soldier's a great album.
His whole his arc is just like perfect.
That is good.
Oh, yeah.
That is really good. I'm just holding this by him because I know he's gonna need it. He's mumble boy
Now I'm
over
gonna
here.
go by Brick.
Okay.
I have to. I don't want to.
What's next?
Blah blah blah.
For me, it's Zombie Birdhouse.
But now I'm going blah blah blah. Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah.
I have to.
Okay.
Now the top 3.
Are we in the top 3?
Yep.
What do you got?
Soldier.
New Values.
Wait. Oh, you got rid of New Values already, you psychopath.
Yeah.
This psychopath got rid of New Values. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
It's in my top 10.
You're fucking crazy. Out of these, this is going to be crazy. Lust for Life.
Oh.
Lust for Life's my third.
That's very controversial.
Yeah.
Very controversial. That's very controversial, sir. Why would you do that? Why would you let that happen? Lust for Life, number 3, baby.
Yep. All right. Well.
I think I have the exact opposite of what you guys thought for my top 3. You knew that these ones would be my top 3, but you picked them wrong. Okay. What is it?
I'm number 3.
What's your number 3, boy?
New Values. I said.
Oh, you already said it. I apologize.
Number 2, The Idiot.
Yeah, The Idiot.
The Idiot.
The Idiot. The Idiot is all of our second favorites. Kind of tracks. Bridie can't talk? What do you mean Bridie can't talk? Can you not hear Bridie?
I can talk right here. What's up?
Wait.
Am I glitching out?
You coming at us?
Am I glitching out?
You trying to play Bridie on the
skipping?
spot? Okay, this is... I mean, if anyone's paying attention, there's only one left for all of us. What's your favorite?
Lust for Life.
Lust for Life.
Mine's New Values. I fucking love New Values. I love it so much. I like it front to back. I like it back to front. I don't remember ever saying, taking fucking the Spanish one off the list. What? Did we miss an album?
No.
No.
I don't remember taking this off my list. All right,
Oh,
whatever.
I don't think you said preliminaries, but I said preliminaries.
Yeah, but that would mean that I'm missing
said
one
it,
album.
Oh, yeah. I said it.
He kept
Oh.
on getting his tongue twisted.
Oh, yeah.
Preliminaries is my number 4. That's just what it is. It doesn't break the top 3, but it's my number 4. I think I would have to go through and write this down to be 100% sure, but I think we're all pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Values made me feel a way that I'd never felt before. It also felt authentically Iggy Pop. Like, not to say that his other albums didn't, but it felt it in a different way. And you weirdly enough described this to me because I told you that, like right after I finished. I think I kind of both. I think I told you both that kind of. Why is that? Why is that?
Because that's like the first album where he didn't really have Bowie on it. He didn't have Bowie like at all. It was so The Idiot was just mostly Bowie with Iggy doing the lyrics, and then Lust for Life was Iggy like taking like a big like control the musical direction, but still having Bowie on to like produce, do backing vocals and so forth. And then but then New Values was just Iggy like finally like breaking free and just kind of doing his own thing. It was like he was like clean. It was right before he backslid back into drugs, and he was like really like. And he was like on top of his game, like ready to get out and like make a statement.
He had new values that he really wanted to represent.
New values.
Now I can actually hear Jared. I know, I just have to hold it right next to his face. Okay, now here's the thing that I think is somehow harder. Top 3 of all of it.
What do you mean of all of it?
So the Stooges and...
Ooh.
top 3 of all of it. Is it the same? Is it still just Iggy Pop's top 3?
Nah. I have to kick out New Values now and put in Raw Power, but I probably...
Yeah, I have to click out Soldier and put in Raw Power.
Here we go. I have to kick out Lust for Life and put in Funhouse. And you guys are like, what? You dumb. Absolutely top 3 of all of Iggy Pop stuff all together would have to be, for me, would be number 1, New Values, number 2, The Idiot, and number 3, Funhouse.
Yeah, number 1, The Idiot, number 1, Lust for Life, number 2, The Idiot, number 3, Raw Power. Although I might move Raw Power on.
Number 1, Lust for Life. Number 2, The Idiot. Number 3, Raw Power.
And that was Iggy Pop. Iggy Pop was our artist for February of 2022, and he was a damn good artist. That's for damn sure.
We're on Lou Reed now.
Now we're on Lou Reed. Lou Reed is our artist for March. Lou Reed has about 2 hours more of music. I think he has less albums. I think he just still does a few longer albums.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Have you guys started yet?
I'm like way ahead.
I have to wait till Sunday morning to start.
I also have to wait till Sunday morning to start, because I had a period for many years where I listened to that album every Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I listen to it every Sunday morning. It's one of the best albums of all time. It's going to be interesting because I think Lou Reed's is going to be the most different across his discography, like good versus bad. I think he's going to have the weakest albums.
When you start with the Velvet Underground and Nico and end with Lulu.
Yeah.
Is Lulu the collab?
Yeah.
Lulu is going to be the worst album in all 3 of these discographies.
Yeah, 100%.
What if we end up liking it?
Or if we're like, man.
What if we end up liking Lulu? Lulu is
I don't know. We maybe will like it better than that Stooges album.
You know, maybe like we said before, maybe we just weren't ready for Lulu. Maybe we had to, develop more. Maybe he's still not ready for Lulu. Maybe we are. You You can't fit a butterfly into a jar. Whatever he says.
I want you on the floor. And in a coffin, you're so shaky.
The last thing he ever did, too.
Yeah.
He wanted to end on a bad note. It's a very Lou Reed.
That is such a Lou Reed thing.
It's just what Lou Reed.
Like, this is my last project.
So I'm just gonna make garbage. I'm just gonna make garbage.
Like, Metallica wants to do a collaboration. I'll do that with them.
Oh wait, they want to control the whole sound? Can't do that. We gotta throw in weird lyrics.
Of course.
So they get to control the music, but I'm gonna make the lyrics.
Yeah, I'll let them have I'll let them have some lyrics, but they're mostly gonna be on loop and choruses. I'm going for the verses.
How old was he? Was he old, or did he just look so old?
No, he was like 7, like almost 7. It was like a few years.
How did he
before
survive
died.
so long? Out of them, he's the one who should have died the soonest.
I mean, they all should. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Lou had the longest stretch.
Lou got the most out of hand. One of my favorite concerts that I've seen on video is I don't even know where it's filmed, but it's Lou Reed. Nico is also there. I think Nico's also there. And then it's just like 3 dudes, and I think it has to be in the 70s or 80s, and they just have thick porn stashes, but they all look 19. They all look so young except for their creepy porn stashes. And he has bleach blonde hair. I don't know how tall he was, but he looked to weigh like 130 pounds. And he's like, and then he would like fall to the ground and then be like, and he would like make sounds while he's on the ground and he'd get back and be like, ooh, and he'd be like, what am I watching? He was so high on heroin.
Yeah.
And he was like barely alive.
Lou Reed loved to perform high on heroin.
It was one of his favorite things to do.
Literally, yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Do we want to keep talking and now talk about our 5 albums for March? Because I'm down.
We could do that. I'd have to think about that.
I have to think about that too. I haven't thought about that once.
All right, well, good. That's the whole point. We were trying to do it spur of the moment. 5 albums for March. I thought about this on the drive home, and I think that I have to. I think I have to put "Desire" by Bob Dylan in here. I think I have to put What is the name of that album? There's an album that really, to me, it kind of sings. It's a Minnie Riperton album. I misspelled Minnie. Minnie Riperton. If for some reason you don't know who Minnie Riperton is, I don't know what to tell you. Do the two of you know who Minnie Riperton is?
No.
Fucking incredible. I have a music question. What is your music question, Miss Lil Insane?
Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Avocados are something that the Twitcher does not like very much.
But Jared loves them.
Right, hates them too.
Oh, Perfect Angel. Perfect Angel by Minnie Riperton is such a good album. Oh, would I put the deluxe? What's in the deluxe? Probably just because it's long.
Top 3
All right.
hair metal bands. I mean,
What?
Oh, I got it.
if you know me, I don't really listen to a lot of like.
I don't
hair
listen to a
metal
ton
or,
of hair metal.
really. So,
Brett, you grew up on hair metal.
It doesn't matter.
but like, I don't really listen to it actively to have
I-
like 3 favorites.
I haven't listened to hair metal in such a long time. My brain innately, literally, I read it and I was like, White Snake, Poison, and then Guns N' Roses. And Guns N' Roses even in hair metal.
Hair metal.
Def Leppard. Are they hair metal? They're kind of like...
They're kind of because they started off actually new wave British heavy metal, but like
Yeah. I mean,
If I had
if
to
they
pick
count,
3
I put
hair
Def
metal
Leppard
bands
in there.
right now.
I would say I would obviously
I'm not sure.
Motley Crue mostly because the first 2.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'd put them in my favorite, but I like Motley Crue sometimes.
And obviously Skid Row. Skid Row definitely.
Oh, Skid Row? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd throw in Skid Row.
Cinderella probably.
No.
Would you consider Bon Jovi hair metal?
I don't know. I just no.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't consider it. Yeah. I mean, maybe their first 2 albums, but even then, they're still like power pop too.
Who's the lead singer of Poison?
Bret Michaels.
Yeah, I think I'd put Poison in there.
Poison,
I think I'd do Skid Row, Poison, and then Motley Crue.
Yeah, if I had to pick, it'd probably be Poison, Skid Row, and Motley Crue as well.
I'd say Skid Row, Motley Crue.
What did Jared say?
Jared, stop talking to your hand, man. The mic's right here, bro.
Motley Crue. Who's number 3? I'm trying to think of one that
You wouldn't put Poison in there?
I don't think I would put Poison.
I was like
White Snake.
I was really into Poison, like when I was younger. That's why I put him there.
I like Cinderella more than both of them, but I feel like Cinderella's not in there. But
I love how much you're getting stuck on this. So yeah, Perfect Angel Deluxe by Minnie Riperton would definitely be in my March, at least this March. So I got 2 already.
Fleetwood Mac's Future Games would be in my top 5.
I mean, if we're
for like.
I'm gonna. I could actually probably say Twisted Sister.
Oh, I haven't listened to Twisted Sister in forever.
Yeah, just like Scorpions. People could count Scorpions, but they're not.
I can't. I'm not counting the Scorpions.
Yeah.
I won't let you do it. I would put Scorpions in my top 3 if we could counted them, but that doesn't. No.
I'm just like Scorpions.
No.
Like Def Leppard, like Guns N' Roses, like I wouldn't count.
Guns N' Roses. No, I would have put Guns N' Roses in there.
Warren's pretty good though too.
Warren is pretty good actually. Okay. Love me some Motley Crue.
Yes.
Motley Crue, we love you. Okay. So 5 albums for this March. What kind of things do you think of when you think of March? Like what kind of music? Is there a certain genre that really grabs you by the balls and makes you wish you could say no?
Hey, Corey's here.
Well, we got Core in the house. Core in the house. Core in the house. Core. It's Corey's house. That's so Corey. What up, Corey?
I think about like brightness, kind of like change when I think of like March and like because like beginning of spring.
Yeah. I feel like, I feel a lot more like brightness, but it's also like...
And development.
And like, just like color, like my favorite, like I always think like I feel like when I would think of like weather, I like when it's like cold and like, but like the flowers are like blooming and stuff. Yeah. That's like my favorite kind of like spring mood.
Why'd you fall asleep, Corey?
Yeah. Where'd you fall asleep at, Corey? Okay. Do you have something that you would put in 5 albums for March, for this March? If you could only listen to 5 albums for this March.
I am very... So, I keep
that
talking...
That was deep, Brady.
I keep talking about ABBA, but I keep thinking... I keep thinking...
You think ABBA is March?
That's the thing. Are they March? But I'm just like
They feel like when you've had like a hot summer day and then it hits 11 o'clock.
City.
Yeah, and it hits 11 o'clock and then that sweat that's on your body from earlier in the day. You see, he gets it. Yeah, like in July or August, and you're just dancing. You're ooh.
That's true. I'll save ABBA. I want to put ABBA, but I will save them.
What's early, Core? I have another one. It's Stankonia by Outkast.
Oh, that's a good one.
Stankonia by Outkast. Did I pick Outkast last month? Because I feel like I did.
I don't know.
I don't
remember.
I feel like I totally picked Outkast. If I picked Stankonia last month, that would be funny.
Is that good? You want it twice?
But I think it's Stankonia. Did I pick Stankonia? Why do I feel like I picked it?
I feel like you actually. I don't know.
I might have picked.
You might have picked Stankonia, actually, though.
And it's not because of Miss Jackson. It's because of So Fresh, So Clean, B.O.B.
Arms over Baghdad.
I can't do that. I was gonna try to do the beat, and I was like, no, don't do that. don't even try it. It also has really great interludes on it.
Oh yeah.
Like really great interludes. Were you about to tell us what time Core got up? Is that what you're gonna do? What time was it?
Yeah, but like 6:45, I believe.
Wow, that is early. You got up kind of before me.
It's a little earlier than
I got up at 6:30.
Wow. Wow, we got some competition going on here. Okay. If I picked Stankonia last month, that's hilarious. I feel like I did. Did I pick AT Aliens though? I might have picked AT Aliens. I think I picked Outkast last month, but I think I only picked it for like the every month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to throw a Beatles one on here because you made me listen to the Beatles.
Oh yeah. I could throw in. I've not thrown in a Beatles yet.
I'm surprised I haven't either. I think I'm gonna go with Future Games, Fleetwood Mac, and Revolver by the Beatles.
I love Revolver.
I'm going to go with.
Is it Rubber Soul month though? I think "Run for Your Life" is one of the creepiest songs.
Yeah,
they
It
have.
is.
Thanks, John.
Even creepier is Nancy Sinatra's cover.
Nancy Sinatra has a cover. Is it on that album?
It's on her Boots album. No, it's on a different one.
Oh man.
It's on a she's like, you want to run for your life if you can, little boy. I knew it was done, little. And then she like the way she edits little boy. It's like really crudely in there to where it's like actually kind of funny. But like,
I kind of want to. Do I want to do Sgt. Pepper the Lonely Hearts Club Band?
The Twitcher, do I sing you? What does that mean?
Do I sing you? Bro, I don't. I'm not sure what that means.
okay, I got two. I'm gonna go Koi no Yukon by Deftones, and I'm going to go the White Album by the Beatles, our album of the week.
I'm also kind of leaning the White Album from the Beatles, but I also might not do that and do Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band instead.
See, Sgt. Pepper and Revolver are a lot more summery to me. But I mean, like they're like
Really?
they're all year round, yeah.
I feel like Revolver.
Honestly,
feels wet to me.
Scratch that. I might just take Rubber Soul instead of Revolver. It's Future. Yeah. Rubber Soul feels better. Feels right.
Mm.
Do you sing like Bright Blind?
Do I sing like Bright Blind?
Twitcher
I don't know.
Twitcher does not make music.
I don't currently make music.
Not
Should
yet, at
Should
least.
I start?
Yeah, I'll produce you.
I keep almost buying a really nice beat pad, and then I stop myself.
Need to get more people on my label.
Oh, are you starting a label?
I mean, I've had it. But
You own a label?
man, it's like it's called Untitled Journey.
How do you?
It's like the thing. When it says copyright at the bottom of my album, it says 2020. It says like Untitled Journey.
Oh, I'm not sure how that works. I'm curious if like the legal setup you have is correct, but that's fine. That's interesting. I'm interested. Should I sing? Should I be like, "Hi, I am the Twitcher and I make music all night. It's what I do for the core because I'm working all night to make it to the core. Core.
Just gotta add in some auto tune and like mix it up with some like very electronic like beats, and it'll probably sound pretty good.
I mean, if you want to make beats, but it's just me making sounds and then you make them sound better, which is me like, and you make it go like, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if you can. I'm into it.
I totally could.
Wow.
I put my mind
Look
to it,
at the
I totally
confidence of Bridie over here. Bridie, if you want to, legitimately, this room is almost set up to be good for recording music in. I have Ableton. I get a better mic. There's a mic I'm looking at. That's a little bit too much money, and I keep stopping myself. It's $560, and there's a camera too. But we'll get to that later. No, make music and team up with him. Is that different than what we're saying?
I mean, I could. I mean, it's still kind of similar.
Are you saying that I should make my music completely without him and then later on team up with him? Because I think I'd rather team up with him first and then make my own music. And we'll just leave Jared out of the equation.
Yeah, I'll be doing my own thing.
He'll be doing his own thing. I'm weirdly enjoying holding the mic, if you can't tell, if you haven't gotten the vibe of that. Okay. I think it's the White Album. I think I'm going to put the White Album in mine. Yeah. So currently I have Stankonia by Outkast, Desire by Bob Dylan, the White Album by the Beatles. What other album did I say? Who did I say? Oh, Minnie Riperton. What's the name of the damn album? What's the name of the album, Minnie? Oh, don't you screw me, Minnie. I know you want to, Minnie Riperton. Okay, no. It's the album by Minnie Riperton. Deluxe, though, because I want those extra songs. Oh, team up with him first?
Yeah,
Nice.
let's do it.
Correct. Perfect Angel Deluxe by Minnie Riperton. That means I have one left.
I got Future Games by Fleetwood Mac and Rubber Soul by the Beatles so far.
Okay.
I got-
What are you thinking?
Koino Yukon by Deftones and the White Album by the Beatles so far.
That's pretty good, buddy.
Oh, and I just thought of another one. Everyone else is doing it, so why don't we? By the Cranberries.
That's a good one.
That's my next pick.
That's a good one, Brighty.
I
I don't know what else I
just
want.
had one. It's gone.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what my last one is.
Oh, I got one.
I'm excited about my last one.
I am going to add Melancholy in the Infinite Sadness by Smashing.
I was waiting for that. I've been waiting for that this whole music talk.
It's a good spring album.
Do you know the amount of times I've heard this man be like, I just love this album, and then talking about the album, and then be like, this song is just so good with that album.
Literally the first 3 Smashing Pumpkins albums.
Gish!
I mean, all
Give
of them.
me Gish! Create
Oh,
a
yeah.
YouTube channel, Bright Blind?
Do you want me and the Twitcher to just straight up have a side project of just us making random like noise music?
Start
We-
the Southern Oregon noise scene.
I mean, we could. Have you seen? So they do these videos. I don't know who puts it together, but it's someone will take a rap producer, and go and they'll blindfold them and take them into like a local record store and be like, pick 5 records, and then they'll make them make a beat with those 5 records where they'll
Oh, no, I've
sample
never
them.
seen those.
It's sick. It's super
I've
cool.
heard of that.
Dude, you know who has one that you would love?
Who?
Mac Miller,
Oh, man.
buddy.
I gotta check it
What's his producer name? Do you know?
I actually
It's like Larry Fishman. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, Larry Fishman's the producer name. That's right.
It's
yeah.
Larry Fishman.
Yeah. I was thinking of his old
It's
producer.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's one with I think oh, I hate sneezing. What are you thinking about? Because did I say my last one? Did I say it yet?
No,
I don't like
my
Kesha.
last one by far, the one that I'm weirdly the most excited for is Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar.
Great one.
Holy hell. Fuck your ethnicity. What a good song.
I think Section 80 might be mine too, to be honest. That album's just so good.
It's
That's
so
my favorite
good.
Kendrick album too, actually.
That's your favorite? That's a bold fucking
that
statement.
is a bold-
That is a bold fucking statement. I don't know how I feel about that. It's actually not wrong.
My number 4 is Remain by Them RS2.
I don't know. I've heard that.
No, that album is like, it's like perfect. Like, well, if you don't know who Them RS2 was, Them RS2, they were a band from the Bay Area. They were a duo from the Bay Area. And there was Thurskew.
I don't like Kesha.
And you,
But I do like Kesha. Do you know what I mean?
and she does all the vocals, and there was Cash Askew, and
You say Cash?
Cash Askew, yeah, did all the beats.
Real name.
I don't think it's the real name.
Keep going.
Anyway,
Don't let me derail you.
so Thurskew still makes music, but Cash Askew died in the ghost ship fire in Oakland. People know about it's the concert venue that burned down maybe 6 years ago, maybe something like that, and it burned down and killed a lot of people, and he was one of them. So that was the only album they ever did. But that album, it's like perfection from start to finish, and it's like one of those albums they can always turn on, and it I don't know, I always feel like it's a deep connection to it, but it's also beautiful because it's very cold, but also it's really nice to listen to when it's very bright, which yeah, to me that's like a spring album.
Bro, it's crazy. So there's this interesting thing. So I've been paying attention. If you can see that, you see that sound bar
Yeah.
Yeah.
right below our stream. When I'm talking or you're talking, it goes up into the yellow often, even with me holding the mic next to him, it stays in the middle of the green. And it's the tone of your voice, because you don't sound necessarily quiet. I think the tone of your voice just doesn't work, and it's kind of funny, because literally, like, I'll have the mic over here, and it's still going all the time. No, okay, don't talk. Just talk the way you normally talk. Don't.
Alright, so yeah, those are the 4 albums, and they're pretty good. Like, I don't know, I like that.
Okay.
And yeah, so I gotta think of my number 5, guys.
I got my final album.
You got your final album.
How
The
Do You
final
Love
album.
by The Regrets.
How Do You Love by The Regrets is Bright Blind's final album.
That album just feels right for spring. It's like a very upbeat, like kind of like springy vibey album, and it's just a nice album. I just feel myself gravitating towards The Regrets a lot, especially in the springtime. So
Are you still thinking about your 5th?
I am still thinking about my
So say your top 5. Say your 5 for March. For this March. For March 2022, what are Bright Blind's top 5?
Future Games, Fleetwood Mac, Rubber Soul, The Beatles, and everybody else is doing it, so why don't we? The Cranberries, Section 80, Kendrick Lamar, and How Do You Love by The Regrets.
That's a good list. Let me see. My 5 for this March. I'm going to see if I can do it without looking at anything. Is Desire by Bob Dylan, Stankonia by Outkast, Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar, Perfect Angel Deluxe Edition by Minnie Riperton. Which one am I fucking missing? Which one am I missing? What am I missing? Who am I missing? I don't remember. Oh!
Section 80 also.
The White Album by the Beatles. The White Album by the Beatles. So my 5 are Desire by Bob Dylan, The White Album by the Beatles, The Beatles by the Beatles, Perfect Angel Deluxe Edition by Minnie Riperton, Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar, Stankonia by Outkast. It's a good 5.
Yep, those are 2 good 5s right there.
My last one is Towns Van Zandt by Towns Van Zandt.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Two self-titled.
Towns, baby. Okay, so Jared, can you repeat your top 5 for everybody?
My top 5, this is a very good top 5 list. It is Koi no Yukon by Deftones, The Beatles by The Beatles, otherwise known as the White Album, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins, I almost said Sidney, Remain by them RS2, and Towns Van Zandt by Towns Van Zandt.
We went to an ad right in the middle of that. That's kind of funny.
We'll never know.
So let's talk about really the only thing we could talk for like 3 more hours if we wanted to, but let's talk about the last thing that we really haven't talked about, and those are the albums of the week. We lightly brought them up. Let's start with, what is the album by the Cranberries?
No need to argue.
Yes.
Do you want up here, Tala?
Tala wants to be in the stream.
Come up. Tala's just been waiting. She's like licking my hand. You just want my pizza. You're just trying to convince me to give you pizza. Look, she's not turning around. She's like, there's pizza over there. She's going to try to kiss you. She's going to give you... She's trying to like you.
I ate it.
So
You wonder
Tala's
why?
like, why did you
Tala
hug
doesn't
me?
like you.
Fucker, you ate my pizza.
She's like tasting your beard. She didn't like the way it tasted. That was pretty good.
Tastes like
Yeah, it's Tala. T-A-L-A. Ta-la.
See, right there.
Yeah,
Tala.
Tala. Tala. Okay. What did we think about that Cranberries album that I'm for some reason never gonna
no
remember?
need to argue.
No need to argue by the
That
Cranberries.
relaunched my love for the Cranberries.
Yeah.
Like I haven't heard the Cranberries in a long time. Then I heard that album. I'm like, wow, I forgot how much I love them.
Yeah.
I heard Cranberries like a month ago in the car with Jared, and I was like, man, I haven't listened to Cranberries in a while. And then he picked them for album of the week. Didn't listen to them, and then Bright Blind wasn't here, so I listened to them next week. It's good. It's a good album, front to back. Also, They Long to Be Close to You. That's a cover, right?
Is it?
I think it's a modified version of Why Do Birds Suddenly Appear by Karen Carpenter, isn't it? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm right. I might be wrong. I
What are
didn't look into
Tala's
this.
top 5 albums?
Tala, I don't really play music just for Tala that often. So I don't know. I put movies on for Tala all the time. And Tala loves the Snyder Cut of Justice League in black and white. She loves watching sea turtles swim around. She really enjoyed Lord of the Rings, the trilogy. She just likes the whole thing. But as far as albums, I'm not entirely sure. She seems to like kind of like modern alternative like poppy stuff. Like she's a big fan of what's his name? Oh my goodness, I know all of their music. I don't know. I can't think of their name. I listen to them all the time actually. Someone that I listen to somewhat regularly.
Shit.
And they're not that popular. What about the Pet Shop Boys? I mean, I feel like it's a little too on the nose.
Oh man.
Do you feel like it's too on the nose?
Yeah.
Pet Shop Boys are good.
She probably, you know what? She likes the Beach Boys and she likes the Monkees too.
I like the Pet Shop Boys then.
She might like Pet Shop Boys. Okay. Did you have like a favorite part of the album?
So that's the thing. I love that whole album. My favorite,
man.
like my favorite song.
Delayed
on that.
reaction.
My
I just
favorite-
got that joke. What about the Pet Shop Boys?
We talked about it. All right.
What about But yeah, I think Yates is Great is probably my favorite song. Like I love that song. Like the way she like singing. I love her voice. She has like one of my favorite voices ever. Like I could listen to her sing for like ever. And like but like the way she's like singing like the chorus and just like fades into like the little like spoken word thing she does. That's like I love that so much. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh my god. I love
Daffodil Lament is my favorite. I love that song. I like song I just like feel that song.
Ode to My Family and then They Long to Be Close to You are two of my favorite songs. I kind of want to play part of They Long to Be Close to You because I might be wrong, but I think it's just a modified version of Why Do Birds Suddenly Appear, or whatever the name of the song is by the Carpenters. It might even have the same name. Let's see. I'm just gonna play a second note. Yeah, it's the same song. Why am I even?
Every time.
Yeah, it's a cover of the Karen Carpenter, or maybe it's the Carpenters.
Yeah, I've never been very big on the Carpenters.
You're
Carpenters are pretty
fucking
good.
insane.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth. That is the most upset you've made me in a while. What? Well, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
not bad.
I like the original version better, but I just love the song. This is joy in a song, my man. You're insane. You're insane.
Good?
Wow, yeah.
know what
You just told me you didn't
I got
care
a story
about
I
that.
thought someone just gonna.
We have a story by Bright Blind.
I got a story about the Carpenters actually. I was in school like years ago, and like
Years ago.
one of my teachers like played a Carpenter song, and why do Mondays and rainy days always make me sad or something like that, and I'm like, man, that's a great song, and like this one kid's like, she's like trying to like talk about the meaning and like what you like about the song and like the instrumentation and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then the guy's like, well, maybe it shouldn't be so boring and stuff like that. And like the teacher got really mad about it.
That's a good teacher. Do you remember the teacher's name?
Miss Linhart.
The teacher gets it. I couldn't teach a music class to kids because I'd be mean to them.
I'd yell at them, yeah.
I probably would.
Imagine teaching Wilson's class. Imagine trying to. Did you take Poetry of Rock?
Yeah.
The school that we go to has a class when you go through high school called Poetry of Rock, and we all took it with the same teacher, and I couldn't do it. Do you remember when some person was like, I love Justin Bieber, they're my favorite? And like, hear me out. I actually think Justin Bieber is probably better than these two think Justin Bieber is, but that's a ludicrous thing to say.
Yeah, he's not great. He's not as bad as he was when he started.
I mean, he's got talent.
I mean, I'd take him over Harry Styles any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't.
I would. Harry Styles is more attractive though. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't know.
Do you think Justin Bieber's more attractive than Harry Styles?
I mean, probably. I don't.
Probably.
I never really got the attraction for Harry Styles, to be completely honest.
He didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
This is taking a weird spin. What are you
getting mad over here.
what are you saying? No, do you think Harry Styles is better than Justin Bieber?
So.
It's because you're younger. You don't get it. You don't know what he did. What he did was incredible.
Justin Bieber fucking literally made fucking everyone fucking crazy.
He made Usher successful. Do you remember when Usher's
Usher-
career was dead?
Yeah.
Remember when it was dead for like 10 years? And then he met a little white boy from Canada, and he's like, I figured it out.
Yeah.
And he's probably richer than
And I was actually really mad about that because I always hated Usher too.
I liked Usher because one of my brothers liked Usher, but then I listened back to Usher, and I don't care at all about Usher.
growing up,
literally at all.
Growing up, I like hated Usher especially, and then I heard him again. I'm like, no, still don't like this.
Yeah, no, one of my siblings loved Usher. I'm like, Usher's the best.
So
I
many
love
people
Usher.
love Usher. I remember fucking with like a
Not
big.
good.
Yeah, this was a big plot point of like my fucking elementary
that.
school. Fucking if it was like a movie, it'd be fucking people just being like, "You don't like Usher?" Really, like so surprised. It was like a constant thing. I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't like Usher.
And that's where little kid me would be like, "Do you like the Carpenters?" And they'd be like, "Who's that?" And then you would have been like, "They suck!" And I would have been like, "I hate this kid." Okay. Did you have a least favorite song on the album? I kind of don't even want to do it.
Shit, I don't know.
It's a little insane. I agree.
Incorrect, Miss Little Insane. You and Bright Blind can talk about it all you want, but it's just plain incorrect.
Yeah.
Just every.
I just hate like everyone.
I have a.
Little Insane.
Miss Little Insane has a story. Okay, tell us your story. I don't actually know this, but does Harry Styles play any instruments?
He plays guitar, yeah.
Plays guitar.
Everyone plays guitar.
Is he like an actual guitar player? Is he like I know 5 chords, and they made me learn how to play them well?
That's probably
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because little JB's was actually like a talented young boy, who became so successful so quickly that he didn't really know what to do with the sound.
Yeah. It's made bad.
I'm
He made
hoping-
bad music.
I'm hoping that when he hits like mid-30s, something happens and he starts actually using his talent for good music. And I think Justin Bieber has more quality songs than Harry Styles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
Harry Styles music's like not good.
I kind of like grew out of his music, but I still don't agree.
From both of these people, unfortunately.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't like either of them.
Yeah.
If I had to pick. You asked me to pick between trash. What am I saying?
What is the name of that band that Natala likes? I listen to them somewhat often, so it's bothering me. Here's the thing with Spotify too: it doesn't log everything. It logs like 30 things, and that's like, come on. I'm listening to that. Wait, like, come on, right? Am I crazy? What the hell is their name? I have nothing to go off.
Go to your library. Maybe.
My library's too big.
Oh man.
My library's too big. It's not worth it. Okay. You want?
I was in middle school wearing my Beatles shirt, and this one bitch was like, nobody likes the Beatles anymore, and I flipped the fuck out. And I mean,
Yeah.
that lady's just stupid.
Yeah. Every time I wore my Beatles shirts in elementary school, people just be like, "They're dead."
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I'd be like, actually, only fucking John and George are dead.
exactly.
Only half of them are dead.
And then people try to argue with me that they're all dead. I'm like, no, they're not.
I don't think I owned any band shirts.
Every
when I was a
time,
kid.
I wore my like old band shirts, a lot of kids like, yeah, nobody likes them anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I had any band shirts when I was a kid. I just had like baggy shirts that didn't fit me. Yeah, no, I don't. I never had that interaction.
I made like a big effort to get band shirts before they were like everywhere, and band shirts actually was pretty hard to get.
Yep.
Did they?
Yeah.
That would make me so sad.
Remember that one time when after Michael Jackson died and like
Same with Rolling Stone shirt.
we like saw him at like saw all the shirts I have, like, oh wow, Michael Jackson shirts, and, like everywhere, because they like never saw this stuff.
Yeah, that was like, yeah. And then,
Who's making money off that?
yeah, literally that was like right after they first started getting shirts there, because or like even music shirts, because I remember that was like right after like JCPenney, like a couple years after they finally got like Dark Side of the Moon and like Rolling Stone shirts and Nirvana smiley face shirts and like fucking Bob Marley shirts and so forth.
The glory days of clothing retail.
And now, you can buy a graphic T-shirt of almost any popular band at Walmart.
They'll cycle them in and out.
They'll cycle them all in and out. I have way too much Tupac stuff that I got from Walmart, and that makes me sad. It's just me, you, and Tupac, Walmart. That's all it is. Me, you, and Tupac. Just being sweethearts to each other.
Some cool shirts though, so it's like...
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Okay. We're skipping worst song in the album. I don't even want to do it.
Yeah.
I won't do it. The White Album by the Beatles. The self-titled The Beatles album by the
I
Beatles.
have to divide them though by record 1 and 2.
And what's interesting about that one, we already did this. You remember we did this?
Yeah.
Corey's back.
Yeah.
Whoa! We got Corey back in the house. Wait, we got Core in the building. He's getting cored up in this bitch. I listened to it again today. It's Rocky Raccoon. Mine is Rocky Raccoon. Before it was what was it?
Martha My Dear is my favorite record one.
Oh, buddy. Oh, okay. Wait. Let me. Before it was Happiness is a Warm Gun. Okay. What's the dividing line?
Julia's the last song on record one.
Julia's the last song on record one. Okay, so I'm gonna put Rocky Raccoon for my favorite song for record one.
My favorite record one is While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Man, that song's ruined.
The song is
You're
not
so
ruined.
dumb.
No, I'm not.
This is insane. This is the most insane
George
shit.
Harrison lying.
It's not at all George Harrison lying.
Yeah, George literally asked Eric Clapton to play it because he's like, I know you can play this, and Eric Clapton's like, no, I can't do this. Like, no one's ever on a Beatles song, and George is like, yeah, you can. It's my song. I wrote it because they were going through all their White Album fucking shit there.
Do you wanna know what that tells me?
Favorite on the album.
You wanna know what that tells me? That tells me that George Harrison's the best Beatle because he's willing to give up the stardom. You know,
His ego.
Yeah.
he's willing
Paul
to
would've never done that.
to fold his ego to let a better guitarist, a better musician, come on and just rip, baby.
John or Ringo probably would have been fine with that too, but Paul would not have. Paul was probably pissed about that.
Should have just wrote it
feel
for
it.
Eric Clapton.
Yeah. Well, no, he shouldn't have, because think about it. If you can't put... Alright. Eric Clapton at the time was doing Cream.
Wait. Core. When you're saying music appreciation class, are you talking about poetry of rock?
No, he's talking about his regular music preaching.
Yeah, there's another one now.
What the hell is
I know,
this
we
shit?
didn't get that.
Wait. It's a completely separate class. Can you take both?
Yeah, you can. I think both.
You dirty mother...
Yeah.
That's where I got that Carpenter story from. The teacher was playing that in my music.
You're
appreciation.
crazy. Okay.
But yeah. Anyway, I think how would that wouldn't sound like it wouldn't be the same if it was a Cream song.
It would have been fine.
No, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been as good.
Wait. Are you saying that "Well, My Guitar Gently Weeps" would have been good as a Cream song?
Yeah.
You're fucking crazy.
Like, it would have been good, but it wouldn't have been as good.
And they wouldn't. It just wouldn't have added up. It just wouldn't have added up. You're fucking
I just
insane.
can't.
This guy is crazy.
Like, I love Cream, and
I do too. I haven't listened to Cream in a bit, but I love Cream.
Yeah, and I don't.
Okay. Side 2.
See, that's tough. I said Cry Baby Cry, and I still think it might be Cry Baby Cry.
I said Sexy Sadie, but I listened to it 3 times today, and I just don't know if I agree.
Also, like, I fucking love Birthday, too.
Oh yeah. Mine's long.
But also Helter. That's my other one. Long, and Helter Skelter.
I also kind of want to say Mother Nature's Son though. That was like my favorite for the longest time on that record.
Mine's Mother Nature's Son.
It's a great one.
Mine's Mother Nature's Son.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go long this time. You know, I still want to go Cry Baby Cry.
I do love Piggies.
Oh,
I like Piggies.
yeah.
I feel like it's more of a moment than it is a best part of like that side of the album.
It was
though.
funny. I was like hearing that album today, and it went by really fast. I'm like, wow, there's not one bad song on that album. Like I felt like I wanted more. I needed more. Like after
Yeah.
I heard it.
Which is crazy for an hour 33-minute
Yeah, I know.
album.
Like it didn't feel like that.
That's
like,
why
at
that
all.
album tore them apart.
Yeah.
We could make a 2-record album and make it really good. There are some filler songs in there, but some of the filler songs are actually really good.
Yeah,
Oh, the Beatles.
And they left off some great songs off of it.
they did.
All Things Must Pass could have been a Beatles song.
So could have Teddy Boy. I love
And
Teddy
Wah
Boy.
Wah.
Yeah.
Wah
Wah
Wah.
No, he wrote Wah Wah after the Beatles broke up.
That's
It's
true.
ki- it's
Which
kinda
other
like-
one am I? There's another one on All Things Must Pass. I love that.
I can't remember. I know this, but I'm like my mind's like blanking out right now.
Mine's like blanking out right now.
I gotta look at the.
Pull it up,
Was
bro.
it Beware of Darkness?
I think it was, but I don't know. Let me double check.
After we finish talking about this, you're going to tell us album of the week next week.
Yep.
And then, real quick, while you're looking into that, do we have anything else we want to talk about before? Because I think he should say his little thing about the White Album. Then he should say album of the week for next week. And then we should go back over and he should do his 5 for March. I should do my 5 for March. You should do your 5 for March. And then we should end. So, is there anything else you want to say before we transition to that last little exit? Or is there anything else that you out there would like to say?
We're both idiots.
What?
Why are we
It
idiots?
was my sweet lord.
Oh, well, wow, we are idiots.
I wasn't a part of that.
You're the idiot.
Wait, didn't you say that he was doing the same thing
Yeah.
that David Bowie was doing on Heroes?
Yeah, so it's copying a painting. I forget what the painting's called, but they're both trying to like imitate the same painting.
I like Heroes cover better.
Yeah, me too. But I think the Idiot is actually a little bit more accurate to the painting.
Oh, probably. Which is probably why I like Bowie's more.
Yeah, a little bit more original.
Don't be a copycat. Do you know what I mean? You should hear Ian Dior.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is.
Ian Dior, is that a musician or is that a radio guy?
Is that a radio like guy, music guy?
I can almost guarantee who's popular though if Corey's recommending him.
Dior. 17 million monthly listeners.
Yeah, we can't play him on stream. We will 100% get muted. We got muted quite a bit in the last couple of
Oh,
streams.
shit.
Last Music Talk got muted quite a bit.
He does not look like someone I would listen to.
What's his face look like? Show me his face.
Let me see. Ew.
Oh, what?
wait, no, I've heard this guy. Corey played me a song of his. He's like
He-
he's like a new rapper.
You know who he looks like?
And he's not that great.
He looks like Justin Bieber pretending to be Omen 13. That's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah, I've heard one song by him. Corey played it. It's not that great.
Sorry, is there anything else that we want to talk about?
Album of the week and stuff like that.
Well, in a moment. I'm saying before we get to
I
that.
was kind of like looking at George. So I wasn't really sure.
No.
No, I think we've talked about quite a fucking time.
Yeah.
It's been over 2 hours.
We've when it's all three of us, it's rare that we are ever under 2 hours actually.
Yeah, unless
because
we
I have all these.
something.
Unless we have like a shorter one because we have to get out of here and do something else. Yeah, let's wrap it. So, did you have anything else that you wanted to say about the White Album, or was it just the thing that you were looking for?
That's pretty much it.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, White Album was great. I always forget the name of the Cranberry songs. Let's Not Fight Anymore. Is that what it is?
No need to argue.
No need to argue. Same sentiment. Same sentiment. Both great. Before that, it was Saba, Few Good Things, and now the next album of the week for this upcoming week,
It's gonna be Cosmic Thing by B-52s.
Cosmic Thing by the B-52s. Is it the B-52s or just B-52s?
B-52s.
The B-52s. So for this next week, if you would like to join us in talking about album of the week, we will be listening to Cosmic Thing by the B-52s.
I'm very excited.
Do I listen to Mariah Carey? I think every human that exists has listened to Mariah Carey.
And I don't like Mariah Carey.
She's a worse Paul Abdul. You fucking heard me.
Paul Abdul's so much better.
Yeah, she's a worse
I don't
Paul
like
Abdul.
I don't want.
I don't care about.
You get muted.
First, I will get muted. Second, she chose to have a long relationship with Nick Cannon over Eminem, and that's insane.
yeah,
So
why would you do that?
let's just remember that. So outside of her music, outside of the fact that she ruined Christmas for so many people,
Yep.
she chose Nick Cannon over Eminem. Okay? So, let's go back through. We're going to end with this. We're going to end with this because it's easiest for me to clip it if it's at the end of the fucking video. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about our 5 albums for this March of 2022. So, Brightblind, what are the 5 albums for 2022 for you?
Future Game,
March.
Fleetwood Mac. Rubber Soul by the Beatles. Everyone else is doing it, so I Don't We by the Cranberries. Section 80, Kendrick Lamar. And How Do You Love by the Regrets.
What a good grouping that was. So, my 5 albums for this March of 2022 are Desire by Bob Dylan, The Beatles, The White Album, or The Beatles by The Beatles, Stankonia by Outkast, Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar, and then the Minnie Riperton album that I think is called Something Angel. Is it Beautiful Angel? Oh my goodness. Why? Also, why does my phone not remember what I typed in it? Because I was using the other one. That's why. I think it's Beautiful Angel. Am I right? Did I say Beautiful Angel before? It's Perfect Angel. Fuck me. We're going to start over so that I can clip it. My 5 albums for this March are Perfect Angel Deluxe by Minnie Riperton, Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar, Stankonia by Outkast, Desire by Bob Dylan, and The Beatles by The Beatles, aka The White Album. And now lastly, Jared, what are your 5 albums for this March?
My 5 albums for this March are Koi no Yukon by Deftones, The Beatles by the Beatles, otherwise known as the White Album. Remain by Them RS2. Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Been waiting for that one.
And Townes Van Zandt by Townes Van Zandt.
It's a good fucking album. Those are our albums for this March. I'm curious how much they line up with our albums for every March. I think you two are more typical to keep your albums, and I think that I veered. The last one, I think, was really close, though. As always, I'm the Twitcher. This is Jared. This is Brightblind. Thanks for stopping by. Missile Insane, thanks for hanging out. Core, thanks for hanging out. I don't know if we had anyone else in chat. If there was anyone else, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next Thursday. Do we know what we're going to talk about next Thursday? Something.
Stuff and things.
We're talking about music. We're going to do a little music talk. We're going to do a little music talk. Bye. Also, Core, we're not listening to Melanie Martinez or whatever her name is.
You want to get muted?
Yeah, we'll get muted, Core. Good way to end the stream. A little creepy talk. I'm